Hello and welcome to the A-League Elimination final. Central Coast Mariners, where they take on Macarthur Bulls, 6th and 5th place, respectively this season. Great season for Macarthur in their debut one in the A-League. Mariners, I mean, you managed to make some money and still get to the playoffs, so I think for them, they're not complaining. And this really is nitty-gritty time. We've done the entire season. We are now here. At the time that counts, the elimination final, the winner. So if Macarthur win, they would go on to face Melbourne. If Mariners win, they would go on to face the other semi-finalists. I don't know why. I don't know why it works like that, but it does. Actually, these are all the watchalongs that will be coming up later on in the week. Well, I mean, it's today and tomorrow, actually. So, obviously, thank you to everyone who joined Josh for the Turkey versus Italy watch on. Lovely 3-0. Convincing from Italy. Turkey, not really all there. Keep had a decent game, though, for a 3-0 loss. Then, at 2 o'clock, and 2 hours after this watch on ends, Wales versus Switzerland. That'll be with KL and Josh. Look at that. Granit Xhaka. There's going to be a lot of Xhaka praise here. Then, Finland-Denmark is also on at 5 o'clock. Josh just not put it in the watch-along advert. Then England-Croatia, and then Ukraine there. But, hello. Hi. We'll sort out the camera and stuff. But I hope, everyone is all okay. Should be. Fingers crossed, should be a good game. I mean, it really is all to play for these teams now. You've got your one game to go out there and win. And if you don't, you're out. Simple as that. Simple as that. So we'll have a look through the side. We'll start off with the home team. It is in net. It's Mag Brigida. Then it's Steven Igor, Hall, Carrolls, Clisbe, then Booman, Nisbet, Stennis, and then De Silva on the left. And then up front, it's Marcus Rihanna and Matt Simon. And then on the bench, you've got Smiley, Miller, Hatch, Pierce, Casella, and Janota. More importantly, you've got that man who it could be his last Central Coast Mariners game today. Alu Kua will be moving to Stuttgart in the summer. Could he make sort of history for them, and well, not even history, but leave on probably the greatest note you can and get them through, possibly to even a grand final. But good team from Mariners. Obviously, you see that one change, that Ruon Tongyik not in the squad. He got called up to Australia. So one problem with A-League and international friendlies, players get called up, and they're not able to play in these grand finals at Melbourne City without Jamie McLaren. But Ruon Tongyik will be out of the team, so Hall will come in for him. And then as for the away side, Macarthur Bulls, it's Adam Federici in net, then Ex-Barrier at right back, then McGinn and Schuschner at the back with Meredith at the left, then it's Mattis and Milligan, and then it's sort of the middle three of Schuchietta, Monbois, and then up front is the second top goal scorer, Matt Darbyshire. Obviously, Mark Milligan there, going to be ending his season A-League career, if I'm pretty confident. This could be his final game. It could be, and it could be his third to last game. Really it can go either way. On the bench is Rus, Golek, Suman, Liam Rose, Najar, Franjic, and Holman. So a good team from Macarthur Bulls. Should be a good game. They've got a good crowd here. It's all about picking up that win today. The win is the only thing that matters. Sometimes with every game you may look, oh, will I take a point? No, you need to win today. Welcome to everyone that's in the chat. Welcome, Kurt. Well done, Billy. Well done, Kurt, again. Hope everyone is all good. Hello, Reese. Hope you're good, pal. Hello, Chris. Hello, Louis Ashton. Is the Central Coast Mariners the one that Bolt had a trial at? Ooh, that's an absolute shout. I think so, yeah. Usain Bolt football trial. I think that is... Completely forgot. If I look, trial. It was an A-League side, weren't it? That's Borussia Dortmund. There we go. I didn't get a fair chance to a football trial in Australia. Yeah, it's the Mariners. 2018. I think fair play to them. I'm just looking to see it. Like, mental, because I know you probably don't want him to... He scored 2 goals in 2 pre-season friendly. Now, don't get me wrong, it is the A-League. It's not the sort of the highest tier of football, but he did score 2 goals. Bosler, Josh Nisbet, and De Silva is back. So Bozanic is out. I thought there was a big player missing. It is Bozanic. I'm not doing Brisbane Raw games because it's like 6 a.m. for us, Kurt. So what I'm looking at is doing one of the semi-final, one of like the semi-finals, and then because that's at 6:05 for us. So I will next week I will have the Sydney game. So whoever Sydney faced, I will have that. Right, okay, so A-League on. It is Benyat, the ex-barrier. It's McGinn going to be at right back, Milligan at centre-half, which I thought was him strange playing at centre-mid, Shushan Meredith, and then it's going to be Benyat, Martis in the midfield with Matt Derbyshire up front. But Benyat is back, and that's a huge retain. Such a key, pivotal player in all of football, not just in the A-League for Macarthur, but in La Liga and stuff. He's been great. But I will be watching the Sydney game, which, if Mariners win, it'll be them versus Sydney. If Macarthur win, it'll either be the winner of Brisbane, Roar and Adelaide. I will be watching the Sydney one. Which is strange, because I've probably watched more Melbourne City, if we're being honest. But yeah. We're looking at the Macca's half-time hero is going to come and put this ball on the pitch. Caden McCaskey. And I love it. I love that he's sponsored by McDonald's. I mean, there's not even that many games left of the season, so I can get as much promotion in for it as I can. So yeah, later next week will be Sydney. And the grand final, hopefully it's at a respectable time, but I'll do it regardless. I will do it regardless. But Mariners versus Macarthur. All to play for here. Come on. I'm just going to open a drink. Something to keep me up. I've got some Macarthur, a Monster pipeline punch. Something to just keep me up a bit. Looking forward to football every day. Exactly, Chris. Exactly. We've also got that Euro content. Unfortunately, if you hate me, it's a bad day to be a Sports Corner fan because you've got double me. I am back with Denmark, Finland. Josh hasn't put in the Watchalong advert, but I am back with Denmark, Finland. Should be a good game. But before me, it is Kale and possibly Josh with Wales versus Switzerland in what, fingers crossed, will be a very entertaining game. I would say I say Switzerland are probably more of the favourites, but definitely more important. So looking at Mark Villigan, 166 A-League games, 23 goals in what could be his final ever appearance in the A-League. I'm just looking just to see. Yeah, Wales versus Switzerland, Denmark, Finland, and Belgium, Russia is also on tonight. We're doing every single game. Which I think Josh at points wanted to avoid, but yeah. First campaign in the A-League, they've got through. Chris, mate, I don't care. No, yeah. Thing is, there might not actually be a watch-along, because if I'm right, there's Euro games on, because it's at 2 o'clock. There are Euro games on, if I look Sunday at 2 o'clock. There's not a 2 o'clock game. We might have to be doing live reactions to the France thing. My brother played Melbourne last year in the Cup. I'm guessing he played for one in the FFA Cup. Who did he play for? It's fair play to him if he did. Did he beat them all? Didn't Melbourne City get knocked out? Like a big team got knocked out of the FFA Cup. That's Adelaide. Macarthur has got a medal in there. Not eligibility. Here we go. As we're just going to see here. Steadness. You'll be able to tell who he is if you are watching the game. Absolute lovely blonde looks, but Mariners have stolen it here. De Silva tries to play through to Berena. Just goes a little bit too far from him. But brightly start from De Silva back into the team lineup. But look at the FA Cup final rounds. Here we go. Oh, oh my god, they play playoffs. It gets even better. So Perth will play Melbourne Victory, and West United play Newcastle Jets for the playoffs of it. It's amazing. I love it. They love a good playoff. They really do, and it's great to see. It really is. But I say as a quality deputy, as in we're all good there. Just seeing Bozanic out of this game, unfortunately. But you know what? They've got a good team. If we look at sort of what the fixture was last time at these two teams played each other. Well, they played each other 2 weeks ago. Mariners did come on 2-1 victory, but here's Macarthur. Good cross in. Not really comfortably cleared there. Macarthur still get it with Benyat. to match. Obviously, Macarthur without Denis Genreau getting another. He was another player who got called up from the A-League sides. So Melbourne City announcing that Matthew Leckie had also signed with them. Captain of the Socceroos. Captain them recently, scored 2 goals as well. Great signing from Hertha Berlin. He really wasn't getting as much game time, so may as well move back to Australia and really be that shining man. But if you look, Melbourne City looks stronger and stronger. With, obviously, you do have Jimmy McLaren up front. You will have Leckie. I think Craig Noon is still there. You've got Tilo, the young kid who's playing. You've just got that 15-year-old who made his debut as well. Melbourne City are a team to be feared. But yeah, 2-1 last time. Macarthur Central Mariners played. Oh, and it's in! And it's 1-0! And the flag is up. Oh, Matt Derbyshire. That was a lovely finish from Matt Derbyshire. It is offside, I think. It's a great referee decision. He is offside. But it's a lovely ball up top, I think, by Milligan. Then Derbyshire chest flicks it over. Billy Gitte. It's a lovely finish by Matt Derbyshire, that I think the most on-form player in the league, bar McLaren. And it's not going to stand close, but that if that doesn't say confidence builder, I don't know what does. That would have been his 13th goal of the season, if I'm correct. And I think that is one thing where, if Macarthur do get further, when they're playing, their striker, they've still got their main striker. So so do Mariners. But they've got their top goal scorer playing for them, whereas Melbourne City don't have Jeremy McLaren. In fairness, I think Melbourne City, the only team who've been sort of screwed, and there's going to be a foul. Matt Simon on Mark Milligan. Just wants the ball back there. Little foul there by Matt Simon. Getting booed out of the stadium. I think he was actually right in front of the Macarthur end. Good condition as well from Macarthur. Quite a couple of fans. It's nice to see the stadium's a lot more packed than it usually is. So that's very nice to see it. They've got a good 2 up front. I think Urena and Simon are 2 good players, but really haven't, I don't think, hit the form that Mariners would have really wanted to see. I think they're both capable of a lot more. But yeah, last time they played, Shushayetas got open the score, and then Clisby and Danny De Silva gave them 2, and then the time before that, it would have been early on. Yet Mariners again winning 2-0, Simon and Hatch this time. And I'm pretty confident if they play them 3 times, they have. It was another 2-0, and it was Danny De Silva and Jordan Smile, whatever he's called. Oh! Adam Federici. Brave goalkeeping there, trying to take it past Matt Simon. Lovely little footwork from him. I think a foul was ended up given on Federici by Simon. Yeah, tug of the shirt. He's trying to foul, bring him back there. But yeah, looking forward to the thing, because you get a little bit of a break and then you're back with the FFA Cup. FFA Cup finishes and the league starts. I'm pretty confident, which is going to be great to see. It's going to be really fun to see. And I have no, sorry, my bad. It was Sydney. He played for Darwin. Fair play to him. It's the same with, like, we'll have that with the FA Cup. In terms of, like, you might see your dad's, I don't know, brother's cousin, I don't know, playing, that'd be your cousin, playing against, like, I don't know, Liverpool, because a non-league side's qualified through. It really is a packed stadium. One thing I hate about the Mariners, it's actually, the Central Coast Stadium is lovely. It's looking over, I think, the sea or a lake. They've just got the huge tub, the plastic things of ketchup and mustard. It's a good ball onto the left for De Silva. Puts it onto his right, pings the ball. It's a good ball. It's headed back across the goal. Still in there. Cleared away, not convincingly by Meredith. And the Mariners will come away with the ball. Good play from Daniel De Silva there. Lovely, just puts it onto his right, whips a deep ball in. Then Stentness couldn't sort of clean up the rebound. And Macarthur actually won the ball back. But obviously we've got a Luke Cool on the bench. Man, as I said before, he's moving to Stuttgart at the end of the season. Obviously probably won't become a star here, but 19 years old from Sudan, got got plethora of talent. Good ball into the wing though. Cross comes in, no one there to get it. Oh, Tommy Orr wins it back though. Passing it around very nice here. Macarthur, Benyat to Tommy Orr. Good ball in. Headed away by Kyle Rowells. Still going to be recycled here. And Macarthur will just enjoy a lot of lovely pressure here. Meredith plays it through to Orr. Monbois made a little run. Orr tries to play it in. It's took an awful deflection. Dabbshire's took a touch. And then he's kicked it out of play. And they got 8-0, but every time we got the ball, we call him the burger flipper from England, as he used to. Oh, is he English as well? That's even better. Fair play to him. I love that. He got beat 8-0, but he did get a cracking nickname for the commentators. It's very similar to, you know, how Wayne Shaw, if you remember him, for Sutton, was it? Well, I think I've just got promoted to League 20, but for Sutton, where we were eating the pie. And that's all he got known for, was eating the pie on the sidelines. Meredith. Ball over the top. Monbois done really well there. Done really well. Took a bit of a heavy touch. Brave defending from Hall there. Really brave defending. But Stentness there, he got caught out by Monbois, which is a great name, by the way. Love his name. Hall there. Daniel Hall, 21 years of age, hasn't played much this season. Good deep ball into the box. Birighitti does well, got to collect it there. It's going to be a big game for both keepers. Both actually been on incredible form throughout this season. Birighitti has made some key impact saving. Well, it's Adam Federici, if you're an English man, English football fan, sorry. You probably know him from his time at Reading. More specifically, he was at Bournemouth as well. But you know, I think people know who Adam Federici is. And again, he's been so okay. I think this probably year has been one of the best for keepers. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's say Jamie McLaren didn't score as many as he did. I wouldn't be surprised if the player of the year went to one of the keepers. I think Daniel Margush, the Wanderers, has made some key saves. He's also made a lot of mistakes. Joe Gauchi for Adelaide United. Who else have we got? Jamie Sterry. Jamie Thingy from Perth Glory, the goalkeeper, the jacked one. Him as well. Like, they've had nearly all the keepers have made some really world-class saves this year. They've also, a lot of them have made quite a couple of mistakes, but it's nice to see that hopefully the A-League gets a little bit of more sort of love, because I have genuinely really enjoyed it. I really have. I really, really have. By the way, didn't that Shaw get mental in it for eating a pie? I think that I don't want to say I understand why, because I don't. There must have been a reason. Well, yeah, I suppose you can't leave and start eating, but I suppose people eat stuff on the bench. Benyat whips a free kick in. It's a great ball. It's headed. And I talked about keepers making saves, and Mark Birighitti has just made a lovely save there. Dive down to the left. What an incredible reaction save from Mark Birighitti. Monbois does really well. Drags out a defender. And I think it was that Meredith who wins the header. Beats Kyle Rowell to the balls. And Birighitti has defied the laws of gravity there. He's dived backwards and still parried it out. He's going to be checked by VAR. It's fine. It is not a goal. But that's an incredible save by Birighitti. Genuine. We might look back and think that could have saved Central Coast Mariners. If Mariners go through and win this game, you've got to look at that save from Birighitti. So far, Monbois done really well. And Macarthur are moving here. And a free kick is going to be given. Shushieta there on Stentness. With that very noticeable hair. But it's a great ball in by Benyat. Has got just the right curl and dip on it. And then Meredith genuinely can't do anything better. Picks a corner. And you know what? It's gone over the line, but not all the ball. Not all of the ball didn't cross the line. Stennis would have cleared that ball. And now the man of the hour, Mark Birighitti, will take this goal kick. But what a start. I'm really looking forward to the finals, because fingers crossed, you've got some good games, because if we look at how it could line up. First of all, Brisbane, Adelaide. I really like Adelaide this season. I think they've got a really good team. I was very surprised after watching them. I was surprised that they... Oh, Stefan Negro there. Goes for a dipping ball and Federici has to catch. Brisbane Raw. Adelaide. I'm going to go with Adelaide for that game. I've sort of not loved them because they're not my team. I don't have a team, Wanderers. But Adelaide, I think, I've sort of loved watching. Craig Goodwin has been great for them. That's a good ball in behind if he gets to it now. Federici's come out of his line very quick. Mariners don't actually have many defenders back, and Monbois done really well to win that throw-in. Monbois coming to the team, I think, halfway through the season, really. And it sort of made an impact. Lining fast, small, agile. Sort of really... If you've got Benyat sitting behind him, Benyat can really complement playing these nice little balls that Monbois then can use his agility and his pace to get through. But Macarthur tried to play the ball into the box. Shushayeta can't do anything with it there. There's Matt Derbyshire actually on the ball as well. Derbyshire, they've all got beards. If I look at the entire Macarthur team, they've all got some form of beard, apart from like Monbois and maybe Meredith, who's done really well. Spots out Tommy Orr. Puts a high ball in. Header's not won. Still not, and then it's cleared away. Matt Simon now all by himself. Claiming for a foul by Mark Milligan. And Jelly, that's veteran defending. That is a veteran defender from Milligan. Knows, it wasn't even Milligan, sorry, it was Shushna. No, I take it back, but good defending, just knew how to toe the line there. Not fouling him, but again, not allowed to run away. Mariners sure win 2-0. I'm not as convinced if we're going to just this game purely because obviously it's a one shot thing. It's very much like JLS. You've got one shot. It's a good ball up top to Arenya, who's all by himself, but he's got reinforcements coming, and that's a hefty challenge there from Shushna. Just absolutely bodies into Urania. Yeah, I won't give a prediction because I'm not going to jinx it. But Macarthur have looked very strong this opening half. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We want some goals. And then Sydney. So if Sydney who play whoever, good game. I think a low-key side of the season, if we're being honest. Finished second, but so close to the thing, to Melbourne. If they, instead of converting some of their draws to wins, they would have topped the group because more losses than Melbourne, but 4 more draws. Joint most draws in the league. Second most wins and the most losses, which is I think the most important. Really, you have to look. Conceded 23 goals. Sydney. That defense, I think Dylan McGowan at the back there. They've got a very strong defence and they've been held very resilient through the entire season. Shushayeta tries to whip it in. Oh, Bowman, I mean, looks like he's handled the ball there. Macarthur do win it back to Meredith, to Tommy Orr. Monbois made a run in behind. Orr's eventually used Monbois. He's just going to slow the game down, take it back, look for Meredith. By the way, the crowd is actually having an absolute hoot right now. Do you remember the Russian Eurovision there? I don't know, I'm waffling here. Shushnia. Again. Done well here, Macarthur. And the ball has just gone out of play. Slow start. I mean, you had that opening chance there. Birighitti making a lovely save, but apart from that, not much really happening. And on the other side, Melbourne City, whoever they face it, is going to be a tough game. But without Jamie McLaren, unless he's back, McLaren might be back. Arenya's done really well here, and another recovery challenge this time by Martis there. And then Monbois, ball over the top. Header not won there, but lovely challenge by the midfielder this time, Martis. Don't need to have an accent, it's Martis, innit? But the finals run. You want a mod for your live stream, but you want it. I'm not in charge. Matt Simon on the right, though. Good ball in. I'm not in charge of modding, unfortunately, Kurt. Unfortunately. So, come in and ask Josh when he's on the stream. It was a great pass. Negro finds Matt Simon, who tries to play that ball. I think Meredith may have got a foot to it. But 17 minutes in, and bit of a good start from both sides. I'd say Macarthur probably had the better start if we're on about both of them. But yeah, Societa. Back to Societa now. He's got to create some open space, and he does find it really well here. He's made a little run on the overlap into the midfield. Benyat back to Societa. He's just trying to do too much there. I said lose the ball. Still keeps it under his feet. To the midfield now, and Macarthur just too much on it by Martis to, I think it was Societa. It was. Just a little bit too much on it. Couldn't get to the ball. But both teams have had a good start here. I kind of like that. He's just walking around with a trumpet, playing it. Fair play to him. Ball given away again by Meredith, and Meredith not taking any chances. It's actually a very good ball, because Derbyshire's won it, and he's won a corner. And that was actually an amazing clearance by Meredith. At what time Australia Soccer is playing World Cup? That's if they qualify. During the qualifiers, they played yesterday, didn't they? So, I don't know. They played yesterday. It was 8 o'clock for us. If they qualify for the World Cup, it's a 2022 one, but corner from Mark. It's time to get a Liverpool kit for next season. You've got Jota on the back. Oh, I'll just reply to you. Blocked away. Gone for Jota on the back. Who have you signed so far, Chris? Canate. And then is that it? I know you rumoured it in our Florian Neuhaus. Tomorrow morning they play. Nice, thanks, Kurt. I know you're looking at our Florian Neuhaus. I mean, the thing is, it's the perfect opportunity now with the Euros to watch these players. I know if you ask, KL's the best person to ask about Florian Neuhaus, because also he watches them week in, week out with Gladbach. But he's such a talented young midfielder. I mean, he's young, don't get me wrong. I think 25, isn't he? 24. There's the mistake. Can Mariners make him pay? De Silva. Great challenge. He's been... Genuinely, Meredith has been incredible today. The thing is, he's cleared the ball well, but it's actually finding his own players and just shutting everything down. I mean, I saw him there. He did just have a slip, but has shut a lot of stuff down here today when you ran on that, moving over to the left-hand side, Matt Simon trying to do something. He stopped nearly all the opportunities that they've had. My problem with I think Bowman on that right-hand side, Meredith has had his number. I think... I would say McGinn, when he's pushed back into fullback, has struggled to contain Danny De Silva. But on the other side, I think Meredith has done that really well. Tommy O, good ball. It's a really good ball. We're not gonna. It's gonna be Hall. He's gonna get first yellow card of the game. Early goal, and Societa just stops. Societa taps it past him, and Hall wipes him out. And gonna be the first yellow card of this game. And then we'll go to the team in yellow. Yeah, it just comes through him. I don't think he could have maybe stopped himself there. Definitely a foul, maybe not a card, but guess yellow card here. Daniel Hall. And his first final. Which I'm not very surprised. What did the Mariners complain about here? Oh, it's a mark where the free kick should be taken from. That got really confusing. It was like a big white spot. I thought it was... Yes, there's rumour of Patson Daka next week. You've gone for 40... Fair play, Kurt, if you get that right. 14. Benyat whips another dangerous ball in. Birighitti again punches it out. There is a collision in the box. Meredith is down, clutching his thigh. I mean, again... Meredith forcing Birighitti this time for a foul, but let's have a look here. Oh! No, not the nicest of collisions. Birighitti's come to punch out. Meredith has just been caught. Possibly a I'm just looking. Oh, does clip his head there. Not the nicest of collisions, you want to say. I think Daka would be a great sign. I'm guessing then your front three would be nice because it'd be Salah, Patson Daka, and then Mane. Do you think Firmino leaves or just a bench player? It's a bit no, it'd be quite sad to see him become a bench player. But right now, man, the match, Mark Birighitti. Probably the only reason this game doesn't have a goal. That lovely stop against Meredith around the 10-minute mark. And Mariners haven't really been the best, but that long ball at points is being proved to be useful. Urena is challenging for it well. But Tommy Orr now is going to get them that motor going. Charles Mumba, bit of a heavy touch. Does really well. Hall actually makes the challenge, but because Mumba shields it, it's forced to go to a Macarthur player. It's Macarthur again. Genuine looking like the way better side. Really are. Benyat switches it across to Orr. See one thing. Macarthur, the lowest. It's going to be a corner. He's actually come off. It's great defense. It's actually good defending there, and he wins a goal kick. Is that De Silva? Look very similar. Oh, it's Stefan Nigro. But also Macarthur coming in the lowest rank, 6th in the thing. Adelaide in 5th. Brisbane in 4th. Mariners, who obviously finished in 3rd. Sydney in 2nd. So what is it? 3rd versus 6th. 5th versus 4th. And then the top 2 get automatic qualification. Yeah, but Daka will be a really nice signing for you, Chris. Get another midfielder in there. If you get Neuhaus or an Aouar, Mamboise, a combination of Mamboise Shushaet has won the ball back. Stensness has just won it back then again, and now Urena's lost it. It's actually a foul is going to be given. Benyard doesn't believe it's a foul. We're going to have a word with the referee. Maras are not hearing any of it. They took the free kick quick. And they've lost the ball immediately. Mariners haven't had much of the ball. I think commentators said just going to keep possession of it. I think they're trying to get the ball to Urena and Simon so quick. I don't know whether it's trying to be sort of a shock factor. I mean, a shock factor, but just like, if we just relentlessly attack you straight away when we get the ball, no possession play. Again, going for another through ball doesn't pay off to Simon. They need to do something. They don't look like a side who finished 3rd in the league. Macarthur, it genuinely looks like the other way around. It looks like Macarthur had finished. There. Benyat, ball over the top. It's a really good ball. If Shushaeta can get to it, and he does. And he'll win a corner this time. Up against Booman. Good defender for him, but another corner. Birighitti, he will be keeping his eyes on Meredith. It's twice now that him and Meredith have got involved in the box, either make an incredible save or a collision. And there you go, you can see Meredith running in. Same with Shushna. See Mumboire in the box. I don't think he's going to do much of an impact because he's like 5 foot something. He's very small. Cross comes in. And actually goes to the smallest man in the box, Mumboire. Oof. And that was Tommy Orr, who goes for something outside the box. I don't know what you'd classify that as, but goes out of play. It's going to be another corner here for Macarthur. Haven't conceded from one corner, Mariners, which is an incredible stat if you think about it. That's a great stat. As a Shushnar and Hall. Referee's just having a word with him. And Hall not happy with Shushna. And vice versa. But Benyat will whip this ball in. And Hall's got to be careful. Good high ball in. Headed away by Simon. Not as far as outside the box. Tommy Orr! Ooh. You're training Billy how to play soccer next year. Fair play to you, mate. Teach him. Are you good, Kurt? Are you good? I'm not a fan you called it soccer, but I understand you call it soccer. Is it called a soccer in Australia? I presume so. Well, of course it is. No, it's A-League football, isn't it? Football? A-League. A-League. Well, it's football, but you call, like, Aussie rules football, if I'm right. So, I'm just looking to see here. What else coming? I saw the sports corner of tweet. I think Josh, I genuinely forgot that this. I managed to get a tweet out anyway. Luckily, just looking here. Yeah, I managed to get the tweet out. Hell yeah, fair play, mate. Fair play. Spread wisdom. But ball's been switched Tommy on now. Got a lot of space to run into if you can do something. It's 4 and 5 to Monbois. Good touch. Whips the ball in. Birighitti. Either he saved that close to his post or he's hit the outside of the post. Good. It's a great stop. Mark Birighitti has been an absolute wall tonight. Been a hero so far. Whistle's going to go. Just looking here. Tommy Orr, lovely ball through to Monbois. Great touch. Takes it past. Oh, Stefanito. And then just hits the post. And Monbois tries his best there. But again, this is what Monbois brings. What Monbois brings. What Monbois brings. There we go. That pace, energy, tenacity. He's called Charles as well. Charles Monbois, 23 years old. Born in Liverpool as well. Liverpool, Australia that is. But he was born in Liverpool. So he can take that. Again, another high ball over the top. Having to defend it. And Stennis has been caught out there by Benyat. To Martis. Back to Benyat. There's a lot of open space on the left if he can get to it to Meredith. Who took a heavy touch. Still does really well. Matt Simon, genuine, is forced to become a defender the majority of the game. Same with Urania. Just not... Again, that's so poor touch. McGinn whips it in. Monbois not winning that header. Tommy Orr brings it down. And he just can't lay it off. Tackled by Stentness. Simon, that's a lovely pace for Urania. And he's up against Shushna. Now Urania. Good ball in. And it's well defended by Mark Milligan. It's a really good... I mean, the pace of Urania there. Or Urania to get that ball. Which was really a nothing ball from Matt Simon. It really was, but... Lovely pace to get to the ball. Now just calming the game down, Macarthur. Mariners, nice little energetic spell, but Macarthur won't want this. They want to keep the sort of the odds in their favour. If we're talking Game of Thrones reference, not Game of Thrones, Hunger Games. Benyat switches it across to Tommy Orr. Orr, he's just going to keep on running on this left hand side. Back to Monbois. To Benyat. Nice field. It's a good stadium. I like the stadium. When they do like an overhead shot, it looks amazing with the water and stuff. But right now, game, it's been 54% of possession has been in the Mariners' own half. Well, it's been more than that, but 54% possession in the Mariners' third of the pitch. Federici not really being called into question. 34 passes completed by Mariners, 229 by Macarthur. Shushayeta tries to whip it in. And will win a corner here. Josh Nisbet there. Battling with Shushayeta and another corner for the Macarthur Bulls. And it really all is them right now. It is all them. Jesus. And that's Milligan and Urania there. Having a bit of fisticuffs. But if you're a Mariners fan, it's going to be quite a boring game. It'll be a really boring game for them. Haven't seen their team do anything. But Benyat will stand over this corner. Gone to the back post. Headed away by Simon. Finds Shushna. And the Mariners got a player down here. I think it's Jack Clisby who is down. I did get the yellow Liverpool kit, but it's not the one that's been leaked, so I got down. It was first league, but there's a different yellow kit leak. Don't know what to do with it. So the kit you've bought, is it a new kit? So if it's like, I did get the yellow Liverpool kit, but it's not the one that's been leaked, so I got it down. It was first league, but there's a different. So have you not bought it off Liverpool? Have you bought like a second-hand one? That's I can have a look on your Twitter, actually, Chris, and see it. Let's have a look. Where are you? With the right yellow kit that's like. Is that an old kit? That looks like an old kit. I'm not a fan of that. The red kit's now, but that yellow one. Keep it, it's all good. 35 passes by the Mariners. That is awful. Gonna be a drop ball, yeah? That's Simon there. Very strange. Obviously, big leader in the Mariners camp, captain. Good, long career as well. So he's a player that you do want in your team, Matt Simon. Just look, he's 35 years old, I think. Has he ever left the Mariners? Never left the A-League? Or has he always played there as nothing is loading up? I still want to... Exactly. I've got an Oldham kit that doesn't fit me. My belly hangs out the bottom. I'll still wear it. Stefan Negro there. Man, my internet's been so strange. Like, certain websites just don't load up. Like, fully. Like, iPlay it load up in, like, blocks. It's so strange. But Birighitta, who, again, he's so polar opposite him and Federici. We'll clear this ball away. Obviously, this could spell the end of the season for one of these teams. Look like Mariners for right now, but all it takes is a little counter-attacking opportunity or just one goal. Monbaz made a nice little run on the left. Orr's not used him. Instead, he's took it to the middle. Oh, Derbyshire still not come away with the ball. It was Tommy Oy played it in. I genuinely think if Derbyshire left it, Shushayeta would have gotten to the end of that, and he was further. He was in behind the defence. A little bit better communication there, and Macarthur could have a goal. 10 minutes left in his first half. Right, no result, it says. I give up. Matt Simon, here we go. Come on. Nope, that's definitely not loading up. We're not finding out. Never mind, Wikipedia loads up quicker. Nah, genuinely, he's just been at Mariners nearly his entire career base. No, Sydney as well. They were at Sydney for 4 years, 3 years. 3 years. He also did play for Genome Dragons in the K-League. What's the K? Is it the second of it? Oh, it's the South Korean League. So what, you've got Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. They're the main team. He played for Genome Dragons. I'm just looking at it. It's quite interesting, this. Oh my god, the Olympic team for Australia is called the Honorees. It's not out on official club website. I brought it from somewhere else that makes it... Fair play. Milligan has gone for an absolute ambitious shot outside the box and it's just thumped Kyle Rowells in the head. Stennis, that's going to be a foul, yeah. It's going to be a yellow card for Mark Milligan here. It's going to be a yellow card for him. Stennis not happy though with that. Milligan, he knows what he's doing. He's gone for the ball. He more or less knows he's taking him out. That makes sense then, Chris. If not, you've just got a really nice kit, even if it's not a proper replica. You know what I mean? Even if you've got a different kit, you've still got a decent Liverpool one. I'm trying to think where all my... I put all my old shirts in a box and I don't know where it is. I'll have to ask. Like, I kept it like a bunch of stuff that so I'm keeping safe for when I'm older. In terms of, do you know, memories. So it could still be right yellow kits, because 2 yellow kits been leaked. I bought one the customer, but it's a 50-50 chance. Exactly. It could be a lot worse. You could buy a kit that is completely different from the new one. And for your away kit, it's going to be blue or something. I know you never do a blue kit because Everton and all that, but for like your away kit, it's like green or something. Who a touch there? That's Jack Lisby. Loses the ball. And then Macarthur Bulls fans are happy. But that thunking shot from Mark Milligan hits Rose on the head then. Actually, on the return, fouls Stennis, but it's a heavy chance. A heavy shot as well. Apologise for sometimes drift out of camera. Can't see my camera, so I actually don't know where I am. Well, I can if I switch over to Streamlabs, but not only, at least the home kit is spotting exactly. The thing is, the lucky thing with that Liverpool stuff, when your teams, you know what colour your home kit is. You know that Hull are going to have an orange kit-ish, more or less. You know that Oldham are going to have a blue kit as their main kit. You sort of sorted with that. You know United are going to have a red kit. You know Liverpool are going to have a red kit. Stenner said, good challenge. Doesn't initially win the first one, but gets second one. Now there's a little space opening up. Bowman tries to play through to Matt Simon on that right hand side. And Federici, according to Quest for the first time, just absolutely hoofs it long. You know, find Benyat. But I say, he said it's cold here in Australia tonight. I did see a couple of people having jackets on, which is complete. It's not mental, but I'm looking outside here and it's absolutely roasting. Arenya there, you know what? He's been one of the only Mariners players to create something here. And he's got behind. He's took a shot and it's just dipped past the post. First opportunity for Mariners. It's Marcos Arenya. But posts it wide. Oh, close. Close opportunity. I'm just looking at Gareth. Gareth Bale's trending on Twitter. But if Gareth Bale, people are saying if Gareth Bale scores, they're doing a lot of, they're giving away some stuff. Kindly Gareth Bale. Obviously, don't forget to join Josh and KL. Will be KL actually. And don't know if Josh will be there, but don't forget to join them for that watch along because that'll be very fun. Just going to look because Western Sydney Wanderers youth team are currently playing right now. Currently 2-1. They are winning. They are winning. Triantis with a double. Oh no. Good header. Anyway, 2-0. And I think is Wanderers fans will be complaining that at least one of their sides are winning because Matt Simon there getting involved, and this is getting feisty here. Benyat, it's Matt Simon who's been the most vocal out of any of these other players. Got the realised shirt. I don't have an English shirt. I don't have one. I don't think. I'll just wear all white. As Benyat's just going to get a warning here. It was Benyat fouling Simon. And then Benyat kicks the ball away. Simon not happy with it. I mean, the thing is, if Macarthur stays out, because they've been the better side, if they rile up Matt Simon, get him sent off or cards. You obviously don't want people to play that game, but Urena's in behind. Play the ball through to Simon outside the box. Lovely ball in behind. And never mind. Never mind. I thought we might have seen a goal. It's Danny De Silva who made that nice little run in behind. But Federici collecting clears. Yeah, I'll just have to why she obviously don't forget to join Josh for the watch along. I don't know if any of us are hopping in because it's England and stuff. He'll let us know. No holding watch on. It's just like Josh will let us know. But Macarthur coming in. That's a great ball in. And Hall, Dabish couldn't get in. Hall holds him off really well. And then Birighitti played a high ball over the top. That's an incredible ball because Irena's got it now. He's got no support. He does have support. And the ball was laid off to De Silva. And he's just blazed it right over the crossbar. Thinking he's playing rugby here. Very close. Damn it. Not many, but that great defender from Hall. Holds off Dabish, but not enough to foul him. And on the other side, Mariners. De Silva just doesn't get the right connection like they want. But Mariners turned up the gears. Bowman tries to play it in behind. Well done to Ben Yap for keeping it in. Derbyshire does well. Does really well. Wins the throw-in, I think, as well. Jugglers meet with fans on video call. I think maybe Old Trafford. Well, he wouldn't meet with fans for Old Trafford repairs, wouldn't he? But maybe he's actually trying to create a relationship with his fans, something that he doesn't have. Something that all the big club owners don't have. There's only Leicester. Off the top of my head, on one. I think Leeds are there a little bit. I know, and it's going to be a yellow card here. Fletcher and Martis now. I mean, who said earlier, was it Kate who said 14 yellow cards? I laughed at you. You genuinely might get them. I think Leeds like fans actually like their owner now. But Leicester, I think are the most obvious things of an owner and fan sort of relationship, and the way the club treats the fans is probably the best out of any in the Premier League. Off the top of my head, if you can think of any more, let us know in the chat, but off the top of my head, it is really the only ones I can think of. But Federici setting up his one. This Simon, Clisbet and De Silva all lining up over this. So can he get something going here? I genuinely don't know who's hitting this. Because De Silva's lining up. Simon looks like he's going to thunk it, and Clisby's got a run up. Oh, that was awful. They went for a set piece. It didn't work. It really didn't work. It was a De Silva fake. Lays it off to Simon. Simon was going to play through Clisby. Didn't find even Clisby, so. Who's won it back though? Good ball in. Federici will collect. Safe hands from Adam Federici. Who's just going to slow it down here. Just take his time. 30 seconds left. 20 seconds left, sorry, in this first half. Not been the most exciting one, but we could go to penalties. And tell you what, that's something that I don't think I would have expected to see today. And if we get penalties, it means we'll just be even closer to the Euros with Wales, Switzerland. Don't forget that we'll be watching live on this channel. If you are new, don't forget to like and subscribe. You're not going to be new from the A-League, but maybe you're here after watching the Euros. Hi, I'm Rowan. This is the Sports Corner. Good ball in. Controlled by Derbyshire. Lays off to Benyat, who's had a shot. And Stentner's really good block. And that's a good pass through now to Susayeta. Lays off to Benyat in the middle. First time cross. Derbyshire goes down. It was a 2-on-1. Derbyshire not happy. I don't think that is going to be a penalty. If it is, I'll be very smart now. I say no. 1 minute left of added time. There were 2 minutes added. Nice ball, first time ball by Benyat. It goes down easy. It goes down very easy. Derbyshire does. But 1 minute left. Can anyone get this? A late winner going into the half. It's really nice to see a packed out stadium, you know. The attendance hasn't been huge a lot of the time for the Mariners, for any of the teams in the Mariners high, but you see that it is starting to fill up the stadium. Apart from like maybe the right hand side of the main one of the main stands is still filled up very nicely, which is good to see. You want to see a packed out stadium, especially. I know they're obviously going to want people to come every single weekend in and out, but at least you are packing. When it counts, these players have got fans to bounce off. Obviously, Mariners winning the home game, obviously finishing third, getting the home game, should have really been an advantage for them, but not there. Macarthur have brought a great selection of fans. I mean, there's 4 seconds left. I think the ref will just blow his whistle. He will blow his whistle. He'll end this first half goalless. Not many opportunities as well. No goals at all. We had that Matt Derbyshire disallowed goal when he was offside. A lovely finish from him. But right now, nothing much to talk about from both teams. I think Macarthur have been the better side, if we're being honest. I think they have had the better of opportunities. I think Ben Yat and Sushayeta, as it's been this entire season, have looked the most energetic. Mariners have had a couple of opportunities. That long ball over to Urenia and Matt Simon has been proved to be useful. It's all to do with now, can they either give them support with Danny De Silva or Booman, or can Urena and Sam do themselves? Federici not really been tested. Matt Brigitte, though, probably, again, I said we might look back at the end of this and say that save has saved Mariners' game. It was, corner comes in, Meredith does really well to win the header. He's been really dangerous in that box. Birikiti gets down real low to that bottom left, palms it out, probably from inside the net as well. Really good save from Mark Birikiti. And I think there's definitely been opportunities from both teams, but no one converting any of them chances yet. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, you're on the Sports Corner YouTube channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you can see when we're going to go live and all that YouTube stuff. Twitter is at _top corner, where you can see when we're going to go live, what's coming up on the channel, especially with all this Euro coverage. We've nearly got the majority of the Euro games covered. I think the only one we're not doing is Austrian, North Macedonia in terms of recent ones. Website sports-corner.com. It'll probably get restarted back over after the summer, after all the Euro stuff. And then the Instagram is the _sports-corner_. Where you can see what's coming up on the channel as well. Speaking of coming up on the channel, this is what's coming up over the week. So, you joined Josh for Turkey versus Italy. Good 3-0 win for Italy. Starts the campaign well. Then Wales versus Switzerland is on at 1:55. That is with KL. And I think Josh as well. Look at Granit Xhaka there. Can he be key pivotal man? There will be a Denmark-Finland watch-along as well. Josh hasn't put that in. He also hasn't put his Belgium one in as well. So there's going to be two more. There's going to be every game we're covering today. Then it's England-Croatia tomorrow. And then it's Netherlands versus Ukraine also tomorrow. But don't forget there are more. There is Belgium and there is Denmark. So we are covering both games today. And as with the A-League Watch-Along, I'll be back very soon for the second half of Central Coast Mariners versus Macarthur Bulls, 0-0 as it stands. Should be a very good second half. and we are back, and I didn't even know it smoothly repeats itself. And they'll say, how cool is that? It's not cool. But we should have the second now coming up very soon. I took a little break to go get a Mars ice cream. Because tell you what, nothing beats a Mars ice cream on a lovely sunny day. And that sounds so... Can't say that. That sounds so silly. So silly. But I hope everyone is all good. Oh, that went loud. Apologies. I hope everyone is all good. We'll by the second half. We'll have a look at both the teams in literally a couple of seconds. So we had the home side. It starts off, so Birigiti and then Stefan Negro, and then Hall, Rowells and Clisby. Bauman, who's been invisible, Nisbet and Stenner sitting a bit deeper, De Silva, and then Salmon and Rainer from Salmon, very vocal there. On the bench, I think that's where you've got talent. I think Casella, I love him as a midfield. Mark Granotta, Smiley, I can't pronounce his name. Smiley? You know I'm on about the first guy in the subs. He scored, I think, in the past 2 games against Macarthur. But the man, I think, the kid we're all going to be looking at there is a Luco. He's incredible form off the bench. Awarded him a move to Stuttgart, so him as a player as well. Hasn't really hit his form since that, but pardon me, he's got the talent. And you know what a way to sort of say bye-bye of getting the Mariners to a grand final. How incredible would that be for a Luke Cool especially? So yeah, he's definitely a player I could see coming on and making an impact. As for Macarthur, again, they've got talent. The starting of it is Federici, and then it's McGing at right back, Milligan and Shushnar at centre half, with Meredith at the left. Actually, it could be a back 3 because it looks like it's McGing on the right or on the left with a back 3, Shushnar, Meredith, and Milligan. It's Martis and Benya in the middle. Then it's Monbois, Shushayeta, and then Derbyshire. So it's a very talented team. Starting 11. Then you've got Roos, Golek, Suman, Liam Rose, Najar, French, and things. So French and Najar I like, but I think Roos is another one. He's come off the bench quite a lot in the latter state of the season, and even throughout the season. Really talented. Really, really talented. In terms of, not just, he's very an aggressive player, and I feel like he's one that, you know, if you're, the way that matching Mariners in terms of Matt Salmon being a very, very aggressive, sort of trying to rile up everyone, especially with all the referee decision stuff, he's always in the referee's face. I think Roos is out the guy that could sort of shut him down, strong midfield, and I think he would come on and make an impact. French I like, and Najar as well. But yeah, I think Roos could be that man. For Macarthur, I think he can. But the second half should be starting very soon. Should be. So many watch-alongs coming up. We've got 3 more today. We've got 4 watch-alongs today, but 3 today. 3 more after this. Because we have got Wales, Switzerland, then Denmark, Finland, and then Belgium later on as they take on Russia. Who, I went back and watched the World Cup. My God, Russia were good, weren't they? Russia were good. I think Denis Cheryshev. I knew it was 2018, don't get me wrong, but with Cheryshev, I was like, Jesus. You had Golovin as well. Cheryshev, is he at Monaco? Is he at thingy? Not Valencia. Valencia, if I'm right. Denis. Not Genreau. Denis Cheryshev. Yeah, he's at Valencia. We're at Monaco. In fact, he's 30 now, but I genuinely believe he can still do it. Oh, really hasn't had a good season. No goals this year. 3 assists. No changes from both teams yet, but look, you can see a Luke Cool there on the bench. He's got to be a player, surely, coming on. I was looking. He was at Villarreal. I was looking, so after, that was the World Cup season, moved to Valencia on loan, and then they bought him for 5 mil. A very talented player, don't get me wrong. And then a Cheryshev. We're never at Monaco, were we? And then you had Golovin as well, who was another. And Artem Zhuba, who again is just. I don't know how Artem Zhuba was one of the best players, but he was. Oh, Fiorentina looking to sign Nico Gonzalez from Stuttgart. That'll be a big signing for them. I'm worried that Stuttgart will get to. I know they've signed in Cool, but he's not the same. I'm worried if, because of their sort of incredible season, I'm worried that they'll try to replace him. I mean, the coach is talking there. Just talking to the Macarthur, the Mariners coach there, Stenich. They're trying to talk to him. Talk to Stenich, yeah, the Mariners coach. And Mariners try to go for a long high ball. I mean, I want goals, don't get me wrong. I genuinely want to go to extra time and penalties. I really want to. I'm ready to see it now. Give it to us. Celebrities, give me what I want. Give me penalties. And I wonder, because, I mean, both keepers, you've got two fine goalkeepers if we do go to penalties. But we've got another 45 first. And one of these teams has got to take the game by the scruff of the neck. They really do, because I think if Macarthur allowed Mariners to sort of get a footing, like, what was the stat? I think within, like, 34 minutes, they had, like, 35 passes or something god-awful. If you're going to allow Mariners now to get a lot of the ball, you've got to sort of counteract them when you do have it. So that's the thing, Macarthur had a lot of opportunities with the ball, but just didn't do much. As Birigite will launch onto Bowman, finds Stennis. Stefan Nero to Bowman, who has touched such an awful heavy touch. Still not really cleared, and that's going to be a free kick going the other way. Poor touch by Bowman though. Really poor touch. And it looks like this ball's going to be crossed. This free kick, well, it should be crossed in. Danny De Silva's standing over it. So you're going to have to be looking at Matt Simon. This is one thing that Mariners are very dangerous, set pieces. You've got tall players. Matt Simon up front. Stentness is a sight for sore eyes. He's huge. He's got that blonde hair that makes him so noticeable. De Silva puts the ball in. Doesn't beat the second man. We'll come back to him. Trying to find a way past. Didn't want to go back, but maybe should have, because his ball has gone to Wambois. Advantage has been played. As Tommy Orr has gone down. Stentness looking for any sort of movement. Good pressure from Macarthur, but Stentness done really well. Lovely footwork. To Kyle Rowells now. I remember my Melbourne victory save. I signed Kyle Rowells on loan. On FM. Simon might be offside here, so he doesn't touch the ball. He was offside, I think. But I don't think he was. Left over to Silva. De Silva didn't obviously win it. Looking here, was he off? It could have been close. Him and Meredith. He would have been on. Meredith possibly playing him on side. Could have been. Could have been an opportunity there if Matt Simon chooses his eyes. I'll just go with his gut instinct, make the run. If he's offside, he's offside. Wambois doesn't win the header. Tries to play it down the right, but no one there. No Shusayeta or Derbyshire. I think they've gone for a two up front operation now, because it looks like Susayeta and Derbyshire will be playing as a two-strike, obviously, with a two up front. Are they playing 4-3, 4-4? I think they might be playing 4-4. No, it's definitely not 4. I think it's a 5-3-2. I'm just going to log it out with 5-3-2, because it would have been Derbyshire and Susayeta or Wambois and McGinn. No, or Wambois and Martis. Now I just don't know what they're playing. I don't have a clue. So if they're playing a 4-back, Meredith at left back, Milligan, Shushna, McGinn, Shusheta on the right, or Shusheta up front, Wambois on the right, or on the left, Banyar and Martis in the middle, maybe. That could work. Best playing, or maybe a 4-5-1, maybe Derbyshire, Sussex pushing up, but it doesn't really matter because it's Macarthur now. Ball. Derbyshire tries to get it over. Defended well from Mariners. Oh, that is unreal. That is unreal for Danny De Silva. Now, Urania takes such a heavy touch and nothing comes of it. Danny De Silva with some fancy footwork. Wambois lays off to Benyat. Tries to play the ball over Hall. Will collect. Shame I can't do Brisbane because I like a couple of players. Dylan Wenzel-Halls is one. I think Kai Truan as well. Does he play for Brisbane? I think he plays for Brisbane. Some good couple of players have got at Brisbane. Just seeing it here, that is incredible. Past Benya and Derbyshire, I think it is. It's a lovely little sort of roulette, I think you call it, but I don't think it was even a roulette. He's definitely sat there. When he goes home, if Mariners win this game, or even if they don't, he's going home. He's getting that, playing that on his TV on repeat. Because that is some lovely piece of footwork from De Silva. But Stennis, Arinya, to Booman. It's Negrinsora, headed away by Meredith. Such an awkward name to pronounce, because it can easily just be cut up. I'm just going to say how he's called Stefan Negro. I'll add a bit of an accent to make it not sound as bad. And Macarthur just passing it round right now. Really looking for... I definitely think it'll probably come out sort of the weaker of both teams. Really have. Not really clinical as they were. Like, they weren't really messing up many passes. They were creating spaces to counter-attack or just attack up the pitch. Whereas this one, Mariners have got a bit more structure to them. I mean, I say this and it's a run down the middle. Still running down the middle. And then tried to play through the middle. Who was that? It was Tommy Orr. Who went all the way, and there's an opportunity for the Mariners to go now. Simon on the left. And this bit plays it through to him. Simon. He can switch it across here. He doesn't. He will actually. High ball. No one there right now. Orr's going to have to cover it. Bowman with another poor ball. Finds the Urena outside the box. He hasn't shot. He's took a deflection. He hasn't even took a deflection. It's gone wide. 1 minute is in. We are in the 51st minute, and then it's 2 seconds. 45, 46, 47, 48. The 41st, just about to go to the 42nd minute. I'll tell you when it's about to hit it. The 52nd, sorry. It's hit the 52nd now. So if you want to sync up, you can do. Header, one well. You know what? They just tried to create a bit of... I think Mariners, I think, a good team top by standard should have. Bring on a Lou Cool here for... Probably it's going to be Matt Simon for me. He just... And not even because he's been bad. He just... Urena is still running like it's the start of the game, whereas Matt Simon... I know he's not the quickest and doesn't run quick any, but... I think Urena is still showing that speed and that drive. I say this, and Simon ball could have been played through. The Danny De Silva, who has really been a shining light, good ball in behind. And Federici will collect and throw out quick, but I think Danny De Silva really is now getting going. I mean, first half a little bit slow. I think passes weren't very accurate, but second half really come out and trying to make an impact for this Mariners side, who did finish third in the league, but really have looked second best in that first half. But this second half, they've come out and really shown why they finished. I presume it goes pens. I presume it'll go extra time than pens. Because this is my first season watching the A-League proper, I actually don't know, but I would just presume they use... I just presume they use the proper rules. Rules... 0-0. I know. Ball go over the top, Berigiti. Competition rules, here we go. Because this is for the final series is what I want to know. Here we go. Regular season, we don't care about that. Okay. Venue selection. That's substitution rules. I don't care about that. Oh, here we go. If at the conclusion of a regular period match, the scores between the two clubs are tied, then extra time of 2 equal periods of 50 minutes will be played. If score remains equal to conclude, penalty kicks will be taken. Yeah. Very much like any normal football. Much like normal football. But yeah. Should be fun. Should be fun, this game. I sort of do want it to go to penalties. I don't think it will. I think one of these teams are winning it in normal time or extra time. Hopefully, I don't know, normal time. Because if it gets to extra time, it just ruins it. Because I've been looking forward to penalties. Mombar fouled. There's actually real well stays on the floor, but still fine for the ball, which means the ref's going to give the free kick to him. From Charles Monbois. It's actually Booman who pulls him on the floor. If Booman doesn't touch him there, Mariners have got the ball. Good ball over the top too much on it. And Macarthur have not been as good as they were in this first half. They really haven't. And it will be very interesting when these first subs get made, because it's going to be like a game of chess. I think once either Mariners, I think in make, I think that's going to be interesting to see what first of all, what change. I think Mariners, it's got to be a Luke. Surely he's got to come on in this game. Considering how vital he's been, he was at the start of the season, for then not to really use him in the grand finals, I think was not disrespectful, but definitely poor strategy, I would say. There could be a reason to the madness. Simon though, oh, he's come off a player and there's a man in behind. Flag stays down. Bowman's put it in the net. And the flag has gone up. And now it's 2 disallowed goals. We had 1 for Macarthur. He's waited till the action's over. Flag has gone up. Head Mariners at Dean Booman with his possible first goal. Simon does really well. Ah, this is close. Now, is that enough to play him on side? It comes off Meredith. He's not played it. The goal has not. I think it's still being checked. Now, this is one of these tough decisions. Simon plays the ball. It comes off Meredith. Now, is that enough to the ball has been played through to him? It's no goal. And that is 2 disallowed goals now in this game. 1 for both sides as well. I tell you what, it's one thing I love about sort of thing is about this A-League, and it is a compliment, but in terms of professionalism, is that you don't see Martin Tyler. That could be a good ball and behind. Great challenge. That's a really good challenge there. Federici leaves it late. But I thought that was a goal. I think it comes off Meredith, and it's enough to play through Boom, and it's not. If you're Mariners, you're not happy there, but it's sort of, I don't want to say it, but professionalism in terms of that the goal wasn't given, and it was basically saying there was an accident that caused Meredith to put the foot up and stuff, which I don't think there was, but it's just him going, there was an electric charge. What was it? Was there an electrical charge that stopped him from thingy there? It's not pettiness. Hello, Ethan, mate. You're up. Tommy Orr played for them. Tommy Orr was Macarthur's first signing this year. He signed from Mariners. Yeah. Which is great. And it was Macarthur's first signings. And now in Macarthur's first grand final, their first signings played against his old team. Good to see you, Ethan, though. In fairness, it is 20 past 11. I would have hoped you would have been up by now. Good to see you, mate, though. And Mariners are just not holding on, but I think if this was a boat, the first half was a rough tide. Now this one is calm seas, but they're going very slow. It's an awful analogy, but it makes sense. Monbois, tell you one thing he does really well, wins them free kicks, just because he isn't the strongest of players, so he can go down easy and sort of win it. So we'll just have a quick drink. Where is it? There it is. Well, that is baller. Oh, that's a good ball as well. If Derbyshire can get onto it, he does. No, can't utilise it. That's the problem. I'm not saying early morning gang, Ethan. It's 20 past 11, mate. But ball played. McGinn whips it in. It's a good ball. Oh, it's cleared away. Great header by Stefan Negro. They're going to go again. Oh, good footwork. Cross comes in. It's a high ball. Birighitti comes out. Great keeping from Mark Birighitti. Being such a key player for the Mariners this game and sort of the entire season, actually, but especially this game. Loud. But right now, Dean Booman has scored. Matt Derbyshire has scored. But we're still looking at a 0-0 game, which is such a shame. 2 offside goals, but can we get penalties? Part of me silently hoping. It's not silent, I'm very vocal, I want penalties. Arena, though, looking very feisty. Both has. I mean, second half he was probably the best Mariners player. But first half. The second half, I think it's going to go to Danny De Silva. He is not stopping the trumpets of that Mariners fan. That's a good ball in behind. And Shushna will clear it. The Mariners getting a lot of momentum now. This is the Mariners I think we expected to see in this game. But regardless of the outcome, I think this is a very successful season for the Macarthur Bulls. Your debut season, getting to a grand final. You've made some great signings. Benyak, Shushayeta, having the experience of Mark Milligan alongside Shushna. I think they've got a very good team, and going forward, I would like to see him. I mean, I know that is Puyo also, is he injured? So I know he's normally a key player in this side as well, on that left-hand side where Tomiyasu is playing. So it really... Oh, it's a good ball in behind, and Monbois gets it. Charles Monbois, he will win a goal kick. Good corner, sorry. But good defending from Daniel Hall. Who, both sides, you've got to say, Milligan, Shushna, and Rowells and Halls have had a great game defensively. And Meredith as well, obviously, they're playing about 3. But yeah, both centre-backs, defenders, have had an impeccable game. Obviously, talk about Luka go to Stuttgart. Have you known about Silas? So formerly known as Wamangituka. So I won't pronounce his name because I actually don't know, but Silas, he's now banned for 3 months. He will be playing next season because he's banned till September. High ball played in. Oh, and the header's just not won by Shushna, who gets straight back up and goes back. Things he gets up and wins the header, just couldn't get anything, and the free kick's took quick. And it could have been a 2v2. But, again, nothing there. Federici will go long. McGinn wins the header. Nisbet there wins the header back to Kyle Rowells. Now to Clisby. Just got to get the ball out, Mariners do. They do well as well. So now we found Sushna. He's going to go back to Adam Federici. It's a game of keeper tennis right now. Well, it's defender tennis, if anything. That's a poor clearance. Stenders can't keep it. De Silva again. Lovely footwork from the midfielder. Urena slips when he's tried to play the ball through. And now Mariners have got men, don't have men back if Macarthur can go quick with Mattis. That's McGinn, sorry, McGinn. But Mariners really coming to their own this second half, really have. What do you expect from this team? Really is. Oh, and there's a slip there from Nisbet. But wins, and it allows Macarthur to get the ball back. A lot of up space if the ball can get to Charles Monbois, it doesn't. So the grand final is in 2 weeks. Next week we will have the Sydney game. Sydney versus either the Mariners or Adelaide or Brisbane, depending. If Macarthur do win this game, they would face Melbourne City, which meant the winners of Brisbane Adelaide would go to face Sydney. If the Mariners win, they would go to face Sydney, if I'm correct. So I think the way it works is the team that finished first are basically rewarded most heavily. Meredith clears it out. The team that comes first are rewarded most heavily. So Melbourne will basically play the team who was the lowest in the table. So if Macarthur go through, they play Macarthur, they finish 6th. If Mariners go through, they would either play Adelaide or Brisbane, because Brisbane and Adelaide finished lower than them. By the way, I watched the game. Great win for the Newcastle Jets in the final regular game of the season against Melbourne City. Lovely 2-1 win. A leg off a Stammer-Popaloose that have absolutely bottled it. But not even the best side that Melbourne had. They had Glover in net, and then it really was a weakened side. Tilo, Kolagowski, Andrew Bootbear again, O'Neill, Luna, Jameson, Griffiths, Reese, Galloway, and Glover. I want to say it was their best team. Even on the bench, they didn't have any sort of amazing standout players. They got Naiko Subaki, which I quite like. Used to play in the J League. He's currently on loan at the Melbourne City. But I think, is it Ben Garuccio? No. Who's the 15-year-old kid? It's Danny De Silva. Lovely back heel. That's a good ball over the top. Matt Simon, he was caught in two minds. Tries to cross it in. Matt Simon. Corner comes in, blocked and cleared away. Matt Simon, man. Danny De Silva, it's amazing footwork from him. Matt Simon, he gets caught in two minds. Who's the kid? It was the 15-year-old kid that made his debut. Was it? Or was it not last game? It was the game before against Melbourne Victory. But Melbourne Victory absolute shithouse in the final game, 95th minute here. It's him. It's him. He's not got a name on Google, but it's him. 0-0 as it stands though in this game. The elimination final, and it's all been Macarthur in terms of shots, but the second half, Mariners have come out and established themselves as the better side. So the World Cup qualifying, Australia did top their group. They do have one more game left against, I want to say Vietnam, I think. That could be Nepal. De Silva barged out, played by Ben Yat. Ben Yat tries to cross it in and does win a corner. But look at the Asian World Cup qualifiers. If I'm right, Australia, they will play. Where's the final game? Unless they play Jordan in the final game on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. They've already topped their group, so I don't know if it means anything. If you look at the big team, Japan against Kyrgyzstan, Japan through in their group. South Korea, now I'm pretty confident they're not having the best. No, against Lebanon, I think our goal difference sort of helps South Korea qualify through there. Corner, good ball in. Oh, big calls for handball. Meredith calling for it very early. Oh, lovely from Shushna against Nisbet. Uses his centre half frame. Ben Yat's on side. You don't know he's left it though. Susayeta to McGinn. To Mombois. Now laid it off here. Saudi Arabia. Obviously qualified for the World Cup last year. Ooh, very close. Playing Uzbekistan first versus second. Genuinely, the winners of that will qualify. Or if there's a draw, Saudi Arabia qualify. Saudi Arabia need a draw or a win. Uzbekistan just need a win. That'd be a really good game to keep your eye on. Then in the Iran group, Iran-Iraq, it's exactly the same. Iran need to win. Iraq need a win or a draw. It's all very close in all these, in a couple of these groups. And then Qatar have qualified as well. So a lot of these teams already comfortably through. But South Korea's got to round through in the World Cup qualifying. Meredith put it! Oh! It was a great ball in by Meredith. I think it was headed back in the bottom. I'm just going to look here. I thought it was Milligan at the second. It was a great ball in, and Meredith at the back post heads it back across. Then Derbyshire just couldn't flick it on. So close. From Macarthur Bulls. So close. When's the next game? Oh, tomorrow, South Korea play. At 7 in the morning, which is early. So Heung-min Son is that key man. Part of that team. Unless he goes head to head and then South Korea might not qualify. But Birgitte Again, we look back at the start of the game. His save, again, could be the most pivotal thing. Headed away by Carrowells. Stentness. Head on is cleared all the way back. And it's an awkward ball. I think Rowles will just let it go. Yeah, he will. And play it back to his keeper who's going to take this goal kick. And you know what? 20 minutes left and they've got to go for it now. Both sides. You're not going to want to go to extra time. You're really not going to. I'm just looking just to see. I was looking to see if Matt Simon was onside in that opportunity in the miss, but there's going to be a first change for Macarthur. That will be Franjic will come on, but I don't know who for. Maybe Monbois. But there's one last opportunity. Maybe one opportunity before this sub happens. Not the most convincing of balls, but it's fine. Monbois, who might be the substitute, plays the ball in. It's a decent ball. Head away by Rolls. Martis now. This has been bundled by Stentness. Monbois is in behind here. He's got a lot of time to himself. And great challenge by Stentness. Corner for the Mariners. For the Macarthur Bulls. And it's Tommy Orr just Monbois lurking. Lovely from Monbois. Lets it run through his feet. And then a great block by Stentness. And I wonder if this sub will happen now or they're going to wait. So if they wait, I feel like it might not be Monbois who's going to come off. He doesn't look most comfortable on his feet, but this corner will be taken. The sub hasn't happened yet. Oh! Benyat, I think, gone for it. It's not the best ball, and it's gone over the crossbar. And there is going to be a sub here. Franjic. And that's Benyat who's going to come off. Very surprising. I suppose hoping that if they do go through, you've got a fully fit Benyat to play in them other games. But you know what? I think, as we say, every single game that we watch Macarthur, Benyat, very good. He's obviously very good for the league, don't get me wrong. But has done everything. Has done everything today. And now it's time for Franjic. Who's going to come on for Benyat. Now, Franjic, if I'm right, he's not a striker, centre mid, is he? I'm sucking. I'm seeing what position is he? Yeah, I thought he was a defender. I don't know what they're doing here. Are they going to back three? Back five? There's a lot of space on the left, though. Tommy Orr. Shushayeta. Monbois takes a great touch, takes it to the byline, fizzes it across. But it's already gone out. Oh, he's actually offside. So close. Mate, Chris, this has been awful. He's just 0-0, innit? It's just been a boring 0-0. I don't blame people. I know it's the A-League, but I genuinely don't blame people not being in here. And that's gone out of play. And it's still 0-0. With 17 minutes left. This has either got a last minute or we're going to penalties. Which you think is, if it gets to penalties, I'm not complaining. I'm really not. But, you know what I mean? Who really cares? Don't forget, we will be live. There's going to be a lot more watch-alongs today. You've got Wales, Switzerland. That is on at 2 o'clock. That'll be with KL and Josh, if I'm right. Good ball in behind. There's going to be a foul. Meredith is getting a red card. And Macarthur are down to 10 men. Wow. Huge decision there. I didn't think that was... I thought it was a surefire yellow. I didn't think Urenu was in behind, but that's a red card. And now this game... Oh, checking for handball first. But has this game got some... If this is a handball, Meredith will be bailed out. This could be a pivotal decision right now in this game. It does touch his hand. Is it an unnatural position? We're always going to talk about it. He does play the ball through with his hand though. If you look, he puts it on his leg with his hand. This is... Ooh. So if he would go on to score... Meredith is so confident it's hitting the hand. If it's hit his hand, Meredith's card would be overturned, which would mean we're back to 11v11. And it'd be a free kick to Macarthur. Just talking to VAR. Decision is upheld. It's a red card and a free kick. Now I wonder, can I do West Shape Tool? If I do this, if I fill this with, it's an accidental handball, and so the red card still stands. But then if I do this, oh, please tell me this looks nice. See what this looks like on stream. Look, you can even see the red. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. I'm incredible though. It might be the most simple thing I've ever done, but I'm incredible. Look at that. You see there's a red card and everything. I'm great. Mate, this game's boring. I've got to give myself something. To be honest, French Grand Prix could be boring next week, so even if you don't do watch, I'm not missing much. I'll be in Scotland next week. Oh, sounds lovely, but... Right, we're going to have a dangerous free kick opportunity. We've got Jack Clisby and De Silva on the ball. And it goes way over the crossbar. De Silva, way over. And is that a prime opportunity missed? But Macarthur now are down to 10 men. They are down to 10 men, and now this is going to be very, very interesting. And that... Jesus. This could have a lot to play for in this game now. I mean, Ante Muricic, the Macarthur manager, has literally just said, has seen the replays and doesn't understand how it's a red card after the handball. I try not to walk in Scotland with England top. I'm about to say, I think you might be murdered. Wait, are we in Scotland's group? We are, aren't we? Hold up, because Monbois has been saying he's got the ball. And there's another foul not given. And Macarthur are not happy because there's been a couple of fouls now, which have not been given. You've seen the most vocal man on the bench, Benyat. That's a great challenge by Matt Derbyshire. I'm about to say, when do we play Scotland? Because if you're going up when we're playing Scotland, that's even worse. Euros. Let's have a look. Scotland. Wait, yeah, Friday 18th June. That is next week. That cross comes in, cleared away. You'll be in Scotland the night after we play them, or if we beat them, you've got to hide your England shirt. Good ball in behind. Well played. Now, there's a lot of English people who live in Scotland. I think you'd be fine. A famous last words. Have a nice time up in Scotland, Chris. Good ball in behind. Into the box, headed away by Shushna. The second ball is still with the Mariners. Stefan Negro will cross it in, and it's blocked well, and it's going to be a corner now for the Mariners. Their first corner of the night. Their first corner, and could be a winning one. So down to men, no Meredith. I think very lucky for Macarthur. They brought on Franjic, who is that defender. So it's just one less man in midfield. I'm not going to say he was lucky, but definitely taking Benya off for Franjic, and then goes in the box. Stentness It went in behind him and it's still not cleared. Well, Milligan will just kick it out for safety. But Mariners, it is all in their hands. So I got very close to the camera. It's all in their hands. All to play for them right now. But we could go to extra time, and I think your Macarthur now down to 10 men. I'm very surprised that now Mariners are not making any changes here, because they're down to 10 men. Bring on maybe a striker who loves coming off the bench and scoring. Even the commentators talk about cross comes in, flicks to the other side of the pitch, into the box, and it's cleared away by Macarthur. And the winner goal kicking, I think that's, for Macarthur, that's a bit of breathing time. If Scotland win, then they will 100%. 100%. But James Meredith has got sent off in that 75th minute. I don't think that's a goal scoring opportunity. They've just reshown it. So the handball is questionable, but it's accidental, and you can't be penalised for accidental. But is it? I think that's a yellow. Is it Urena actually in a goal score? Is he going to go through and goal and score? Because yes, Meredith is there, but Milligan is still around. It's a good ball in behind. And it was chest down by McGinn, and the flag was up anyway. Lovely Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Verstappen crashes out. Hamilton fans celebrating. Then rookie mistake by Hamilton. Restart. Title race back to as you were. Exactly. It was so good. If you joined the watch on, thank you very much. But yeah, as his Mariners player that's gone down, Matt Simon clutching his neck. Just screaming, I think that's McGinn, to politely STF you. So I can't say it. He's still not happy. I'm seeing what happens here. Nothing in that. Simon's gone down under minimal. Nothing there. But yeah, thing is, I nearly said I think Hamilton's locking up here, because if you watch the watch along, I go, "Ooh, Hamilton's brakes are hot," and then restart. Great restart. Perez not the best, and then it's as much as I actually kind of like Lewis Hamilton. It's the meme of, the Fast and Furious, see you again, and it's just Lewis Hamilton driving straight, him and Vin Diesel, and then Hamilton just veering off. It was great. 7 minutes left though in this A-League Grand Final. Not Grand Final, it's the Elimination Final. And we should have one every weekend up until the Grand Final in 2 weeks. Stedness has gone for it, and it's just gone wide. Just gone wide of Adam Federici's post. 7 minutes left, and it's all in the Mariners' hands, but still no changes from him. He won it back so well, and then goes for the shot just too far to the left. But that was lovely. Wins the ball back, has a shot, and you can see the Mariners fans now. Everything is with them. Stennis wins the header. And Macarthur genuinely, I feel like they may hold on, and then try hold on through extra time. And I think that's a controversial. Vettel been brilliant in back-to-back races. Let's go, Vettel. Love to see it. Bowman, it's a good ball. Bowman's in behind, Twix onto the inside. Great defending. And Federici very late there. Very, very late. And Mariners will come again. Stennis loses it in the midfield though. Is this an opportunity for a Macarthur counter-attack? No, because there is no one there. It's Damshaw all by himself. It's Sushayeta all by himself. It's Franjic. To McGinn. McGinn got a man in the midfield. For some reason goes for the dink. Chest down well by Sushayeta. And foul given, and Mariners are going to come again. Salmons could make a lovely little run here. And he's on the right-hand side. De Silva's open in midfield if he can get the ball to him. Instead of him, it could have been some nice link-up play between him and Booman. Instead, it's Josh Nisbet. To De Silva. Back to Nisbet. Man open on the right, uses him. It's a good ball in behind, well defended. By Tommy Orr. Monbois loses it. And a bit of cramp there from Tommy Orr. But yeah, Vettel, incredible. Genuinely, if Lance Stroll didn't crash, I don't think it would have... If Lance Stroll didn't crash, I genuinely think Aston Martin could have got a double podium. So, because it was Vettel then Gasly. I think Vettel had the pace all race. And Stennis there, foul. A typical Leclerc. Had to get pole and red flag in Q3. Q3. Leclerc, as I was saying, couldn't stop laughing, couldn't make it up. Mental, innit? It is just a shame. It's a shame that he can't keep it up. And Derbyshire now gone down under cramp. You see Milligan. He's a man you're going to want his team, Mark Milligan, in. Especially when you... Looks like your team's down now in terms of subs. And we're going to get another Macarthur change. It's going to be Gollet coming on for... That's Martis, I think. It's either Martis or McGinn, but I think it's Martis. Oh, Martis actually... No, it's not. It's going to be McGinn. But Alucol is going to get ready to come on. That patented, lovely blonde hair. Oh, it's Tommy Orr who's going to go off. Tell you what, amazing work rate from Tommy Orr today. Working so hard. But Golek coming on. But now it's Roos coming on. A man that I said, two men that I said could make an impact in this game. First of all, Aluko, we all know him. If you don't, you're going to know him. 19 years old, 7 goals, 25 games, all off the bench, more importantly. Stuttgart signed him till 2025. Great deal for him. Good deal from Stuttgart. You're getting a young talent. Upside is better, but once you're Matt Derbyshire is coming off. Possible injury, I don't know, but Roos is going to come on for Michael Roos. 18 years old. And really, 2 youngsters now coming on. Can they make an impact in this game? I would presume Monbois. I don't know who would go from, because currently Bruce is starting from, but he's a natural midfielder. But you know what? Through everything, you've got the wall. It's took an awkward bounce, but great defending from Shushna. Macarthur now, they can set this game up for themselves to say they can hold a bit of possession. Pirella in the mud, exactly. Happy Alf Tap, yeah, of course. I was so sad though. I thought, genuinely, like, do you know when you ask, oh, who's your favourite team? I never have a response because I don't know. I think it's Alfa Romeo. And I like this from the Macarthur. When the subs change, from the Mariners' first change, the Macarthur bench is up straight away, getting drinks, getting energy to all his team. But it's going to be Matt Simon who is going to come off for Alu Cool. The youngster, 19 years old, if I'm right, is going to come on. Is this his chance to end his Mariners' career? It's not over if he gets a goal. He's got 1.5 minutes, and also Mark Gianotta has also come on. I don't know who Gianotta has come on for. Gianotta has come on for Dean Booman. Booman did score in this game. Franich has kept it in. Tried to play Roos through. Alfa Romeo met in qualifying, and exactly, it's mental. But I genuinely love Gio. Antonio Giovinazzi might be one of my favourite racers. No other reason. Lovely hair, and his stats are incredible. If he could replicate his style, well, if anything, he overtook out Valtteri Bottas. It wasn't hard. Valtteri really was not having a race. I saw a great thing. So it was like a graph of his finishes. It was like high, and then it was DNF, and then 12th. Because the way it looks like, it's spelt a V. It's like someone just goes, is he spelling his name? Because it does go V, and then it starts to look like a B. It is great. But here right now, the Mariners, it's a good ball through, great defended by Charles Mbois. Shushayeta. Good ball. We could have 6 minutes at a time. That is a long time here. There's a man open on the left. If they can get to it, it would be Golek. Doesn't he? Actually finds Mbois. That could be a dangerous ball, and it is a great ball. Golek puts the ball in. There's a slip by Hall. And it's cleared away by Carol Rose. Exactly. I think Ralph Romero, great. Mbois now. And he's going to win a free. It's actually, who's that? Is that Shushayeta who's won a free? Who's that? I can't see. Uranus won the thing here. And it's Martis who's won the, who's actually won it. It was a late challenge by Urania. Mbois been so energetic today. Has really been so energetic, but 5 minutes left. It was 6 minutes at a time. There's 5 minutes left of this game. We could be going to extra time. Been brilliant start of the season. Exactly. I think was it 9 different podium sitters. They've got fans today, Macarthur. They have got fans. But the free kick will be crossed in 5 minutes. They can't commit too many men up front. But the free kick comes with it. It's a good deep ball. And De Silva sees it out. And it's going to go for a corner. Charles Mbois putting pressure on De Silva there. You don't expect Mbois to actually be heading it in from the box. He's obviously not the tallest of players, but my God, has he been energetic today? Macarthur, by the way, have had 8 corners this game to Mariners 1. If you put a bet on for both teams to have 4 corners, you'd be loving it if you only did it on Macarthur. Corner comes in though. It's a good ball. Headed away by a Luke Cool. He might... It's back in. Someone's gone down, clutching their ankle. I think it's Jack Clisby. And Rowles just has to clear it away. Clisby getting to his foot gingerly. Feet. It's like a great start. I think I want to see Danny Rick. I think Danny Rick is the one guy that I really want to see find his form. So it's one thing I don't think he's had this season. He's still getting used to the car, which is fair enough. But when you're paying him the big bucks, you're going to want him to sort of adjust easier to the car. Mercedes and Red Bull have snaggings about Red Bull's rear wing. And Mariners could counter-attack here. Stentness. To Clisby. That is incredible. I think that's Roos the 8th. Oh! That's late by Clisby. That could be... It's a yellow card for Clisby. But that's a very late challenge from Clisby. Cynical. I genuinely could have seen that as a red. Matt Simon, so aggressive on the pitch, but Roos, incredible recovery challenge. And then he goes to get the ball, and Clisby. That's a dangerous challenge from Clisby. He's not even gone, he's not looking at the ball. He's a very lucky boy there, Clisby. But yeah, Hornet and Wolf, if you were my mouth shut, wonders. Them two are having such a battle of words. If Roos was on the floor there, I think that is a straight red. That could have been a dangerous challenge. But because Roos has jumped up, it doesn't look as bad. But that is... Look, Roos is in the air. That's dangerous from Jack Clisby. If I'm the VAR, I'm having another look at that. 2 minutes left of normal time. It's a good header. Rowles heads it, not as far. Stentness. And that's going to be a foul there. And they've took the free kick quick. Mariners have. De Silva into the midfield. Nisbet. To Negro. Back to Nisbet. And the passing around, lovely here. Perez already done better than Albon and Gasly. Mental, innit? It's not mental, I think. If anything, he should have. He wasn't a rookie in terms of Perez has so much experience. Clisby, though, the man who could have possibly... It's a good ball in. There's a bit of a nudge by Monbois. Not enough, I don't think, to be a penalty. Cool's won it back. And it's still with Mariners. 1 minute left. It's into the box. Cool can't get in it. And it's cleared away well by Macarthur. Roos there, fighting for the ball. Lovely from the two young players, both these teams. Roos and Cool, both off the bench, both trying to make an impact. It's what you want to see. Exactly, Perez doing what he needs to do. He was the veteran. I think the one problem is, you had Gasly and Albon in cars that, if they give him another season, I think you were fine, but they were quick to make the changes. I think they expect him to be a Verstappen where, not gonna, but the ball's still De Silva. Lost. 15 seconds left. Macarthur holding on. That's going to be a foul in the back by De Silva. 10 seconds left. And I tell you what, Martis has come in and done a real... I think that two midfielders of them, it would have been Benyat and Martis, have had a great game, but we're going to extra time. We're going... In the elimination final, we are going to extra time. This watch-along is going a lot longer than we expected. We're on 2 hours. It's going at least another... We possibly could get to a 3-hour watch-along right now. Luckily, we know it's not going to go and interfere with Switzerland-Wales. We know that. We're all good there. But this is the time now. In the back of their head, them keepers will be having... Birighitti and Federici will going, if we go to penalties, I've got to step up. And is that a thought in the back of their head? See Mark Bosnich there. But you've just got to get your team here, talking together as now. I think that could have been a red, though. But looking back at it, Clisby. It is mental. Matt Simon is so vocal on the sidelines to his own players, to Macarthur players. I mean, it's very similar to how, do you remember Ronaldo in the Euro 2016 in terms of he was practically a second manager? That is what Matt Simon was right now there. When that challenge from Clisby happened, the possible red, Simon was one of the first players to get up on their thing. But they're looking all good here. Stennis has been great this game. I don't know how small's in this bit, but fair play to him, it's all over the pitch. As we're seeing this Mariners side getting a huddle. Starting to Ivan Jolic, the Macarthur assistant coach. It's tough for Macarthur. That red card to Meredith really set them back, but not many major actual shooting opportunities. But see Ante Mredičić there, talking to his team. It's a key moment for both of these. I think, unfortunately, this is where you would have liked a Matt Derbyshire or a Benyat, a veteran player who's probably been in this situation a lot more than any other of these players. I expect Mercedes to bounce back next race. It's not a street circuit, exactly. I think street circuits, they're not going to always be the best. But France is definitely, I think, a Merc circuit. But you never know if, unfortunately, and I feel like it's strange to say, I feel sorry for Hamilton because this year Bottas hasn't been a teammate to him in terms of when Hamilton is vying for these World Championships. Bottas has been there in maybe a third or a second who slows down a Red Bull enough that Hamilton go for the lead. But because he's not there, Hamilton has had to be way more aggressive than we usually see from him. As we won't have the monster, but we'll have this water. We're just seeing the big moment, Meredith pulling down Urena, and that's fair enough. He was claiming it was a handball, the check, accidental. But then, I don't know if that's last man. Because it is, but there's not... There's minimal... There isn't that much connection for... Oh, I don't know. It's one of them ones. And obviously, if Macarthur go through, they will be without Meredith, which is a big miss. I think you're just talking to the Mariners coach there. Macarthur are just sitting back now. You're seeing that booming opportunity when he put it in the back of the net. But he was excited. I expect both of them to... I think one of them on the podium. I genuinely think Bottas won't be on the podium for like the next couple of races. It's just something in the back of my head that's telling me it's not. But obviously that booming offside goal, all the difference right now. But then it came off Meredith. It's one of them ones again. The rule, some fans will say, well, Hamilton at least for sure. Lachlan Rose. Now, is that Lachlan? Or is it the other Rose? It's Liam Rose, okay. There's a bunch of Roses. So this is Liam. Lachlan is another Rose. And I think that plays for Macarthur. But Liam Rose coming on. 24 years old. Midfielder. So I presume who... Martis has come off, out and out change. But the fair change, I think Martis, great game, but he's ran a lot. Get some fresher legs in here. And again, we're looking back at Birigitti's save. Genuine, Meredith has practically been involved in everything because he was involved in that early save by Birigitti where he's kept him in the game. He was involved in the goal for Baumann that was offside. He was involved in the red card because it was him. But we are going into extra time. We are in extra time, and this is where it gets interesting. That red card for Macarthur. We see him now. They're running a 4-4-1 basically. I think that's Russo up front by himself, what it looks like, and then a back four and a midfield four. So not much change in terms of defence. Just one less striker if you're going to be playing a 2. Whereas I think Mariners are playing a 3-5-2 with Urena and Cool up front. Yeah. Stenton's sitting a bit deeper. If we're being real, it's a 3-1-3-2. But yeah, it's a 3-1-5-2. That math didn't even work out, but I know what I meant. As Martis, confirmation of that change. Martis off. Rose on. It's a good ball in behind Monbois. Great challenge. Been great today, the young midfielder. Really use him as well because... Pardon me. Ball into the midfield for Mariners. Now, you will expect Mariners to have the... Stennis, that's a good ball in behind. Cole's chested it down, but he slipped. But another player's gone down. It was Shushna. Monbois then made the challenge. And it's going to go for a goal kick off Urena. But Luke Cole chests it down, but just can't get it under his feet. So close there from Luku. The shining star of this team. Just in there. He's onside. He's timed it well. He's just slipped when he's tried to get the rebound. Shushna tripped over him and then Charles Monbois. But it's a great ball up top by Stentness. Really good ball. Now, Macarthur, if you're Ante Milicic, what do you say to your team? Do you go, yeah, you need to blah, 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 or do you just go, hold the fuck on, basically? I'm looking because he coached the Australian women's national soccer team, Ante Milicic. So this was his playing career. Ended at Dangdong United, but Genreau played Genreau ever. Not really many in the A League on Australia, but he was a Sydney United manager. Then he was assistant, under Australian 23 manager to assistant, under 20s manager, Australian women for a year, and obviously at Macarthur. I'm just looking. Franjic Shushayeta, just all by himself. Got a little bit of time and space. Rose. Back out to Susayeta. And that's a good ball to Franjic. Who is caught in a Mariners sandwich here. Pusser. That's a nice ball. Susayeta! Oh, it's off the post! It's off the line and it's in! And Giles Monbois has just put it in the back of the net. And Macarthur are 1-0 up in extra time. Their first final. Their first extra time. And it's one of their, I think, academy players, I'm pretty confident, or one of their youngest players, Charles Monbois. Right place, right time, and tell you what, that's all come from Franjic. If that's all changed. Franjic there. Holds up. Puts an amazing ball in. Shushaiten goes for the shot. It comes off the post. And Charles Monbois, right place, right time. There was a man on the line. Who was on the line there for the Mariners? I mean, it was... I think it might be Seven Negro who was on the line. It was. But Charles Monbois... First of all, that ball should have never been allowed to be put in. Franjic was under pressure from 2 Mariners players there. And he still managed to put the ball in. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Charles Monbois in their first elimination final. Macarthur. It's an incredible... He's not even young, he's 23. But Mariners come in. Ball's through to Cool. He's gone for the shot. Monbois got yellow carded. He's not even young, Charles Monbois is 23. But just his story, I'm pretty confident he immigrated from, was it Congo? If I'm just right. Or something like that. He immigrated from Zimbabwe to Australia. Played for the Mariners. He was in the Mariners Academy. He then played for one game for the Mariners, moved to Macarthur. And Charles Monbois, he's 23, my bad. I thought, well, he's still young, don't get me wrong, he is young. But then we just had an opportunity. Luke, if he squares it across, Jack Clisby was there. Another ball over the top, though. Headed away. Now, you're going to see Macarthur are going to keep players back. Gasly home race, Ocon home race, and Alpine home race. So in case, you might as well whack a quid on. Whacked a couple. Good ball in. Headed away. By Milligan, I think that was. But Charles Monbois, has he just put Macarthur through in their first ever elimination final? Has he put them through to the semi-finals? As Stentness there. The problem is when Macarthur tried to clear the ball, there's just not enough players there. And it's going to be Jack Clisby on the wing. Nisbet. Passing around here, nice Stentness. De Silva, he's gone for the shot. It's actually took a deflection. Very lucky there from Daniel De Silva. 5 minutes in. We've got 10 minutes left of the first half. And the Mariners finishing third in the league could be bowing out. I mean, they've still got the man advantage, don't get me wrong, but now they've got to come back from at least minimum 1 goal down. Corner will come in. They've gone short, actually. That was a poor there from Mariners. Jack Clisby going short. Throwing's took quick. They're going to keep men there. They've got to cross this in. They've got men forward. It's gone to the back post. Hall's crossed it in. Stentness doesn't win the initial header. Roos doesn't clear it. Clisby out. It's Kyle Roll, sorry, up in that sort of left mid row, something where you wouldn't expect the centre half to be. You're not a waste of a ball. Absolute waste of a ball, but Macarthur now just setting up their defences, barricading in. They've got 10 minutes and then another 50. They've got 25 minutes now to hold on to that 1 goal lead. The bullpen. The loyal fans of this Macarthur side, obviously a new side, to the A-League. And then fans are not going to stop cheering if they win today. They're not going to stop cheering now, but... Hall now. Can the Mariners turn this around, though? Janota. Still Janota. Tries to play it in. It's found Clisby in the box. Chests it down. That's well cleared there by Franjic, the substitute. And just clears out for a corner. No worries. Clisby there. In fairness, I think he does all he can. But De Silva is going to whip the cross in. De Silva now. Crosses in. It's a good ball. Back post. Cleared away by Shushna. And a Luke Cool there. He's lurking. He is lurking. I feel like it's written in that Cool gets a goal here. Sort of keeps Mariners in this game. Clisby will cross it in. So, good ball. Cool goes to the header. Doesn't win it. Oh, Macarthur rose now. Has come away on the counter-attack. And Macarthur can run. And Roos is making a lovely run. He's got there. Now Monbois. Still Roos now. Gets the Megs through, but just the overwhelming amount of Mariners players. I mean, we saw it happen. That's how the goal went. When two Mariner players pushed Franjic, the ball shouldn't have been played in. It did. And now, Mariners have won the ball back. Mariners. Well, challenge one wins the ball back. Monbois was down injured. And that's going to be a yellow card here. From Shushayeta. And that was, who was that? Someone went down there. That Josh Nisbet. I think it was. And that goal is actually, I think, is being a Stefan Negro own goal. I don't think it's going to Charles Monbois. On this bench, I mean, one more change left for Macarthur. You've got Najar, Suman, and Holman. I think Moody Najar probably will be that other change. The former Melbourne City. He's actually currently on loan from Melbourne City, 20 years old. I feel like he would probably be Macarthur's final change. And as Monbois, he's down injured. Oh, he's got a bit of cramp. Mental. He couldn't afford the football fees, so he had mates who helped him out. And now he may have just put them ahead. So let's see what happens with Monbois. Oh, it just goes. His hamstring does just go. He's getting booed out the stadium. I don't think he will care. I mean, Mariners do have a lot of other changes to make. You've got Lewis Miller, Adam Pearce, Matt Hatch, Jaden Casella, and Jordan Smiley. 21 years old. But yeah, right place, right time for Charles Monbois, who is going to come off injured actually. And so Nicholas Suman is another one I can see coming on, another young player. And it's going to be Moody Najar who's going to come on. But there's a free kick here. And Miller is going to come on for... Lewis Miller is going to come on for the Mariners. The right back, I think, for thing. He's going to come on for... I don't know who for, but... Free kicks in. It's not the best ball. And Roos just kicks it out long. I'm just trying to find out who that change is for the Mariners. It would be... I don't know. Ooh, Federici. According to minds that him and Cool just coming together there. But Lewis Miller on 4. Not going to tell me, but he's on. He's on the pitch. That's all that matters. That bet, by the way, Chris, is a shout. Having Ocon and stuff on. Like I'm sure that'll be a Sky Bet like speciality. Oh, like all French, the French one. Whack a quid on. Stranger things have happened. Gasly Stroll Sainz podium was one of the strangest ones. Bosnich is doing the commentary. It's because his name was on the screen. It messed with my head. Holder. We're seeing the fan. Never mind. So good ball on the wing. It's great challenge by Golek. It's a really good challenge by Golek. And now Mariners, 3 minutes left of this first half to get a goal back. Stentness. De Silva puts the ball in. Headed away. Not working. Really not working. Macarthur resilient. That 5 back. It's genuine. When they're defending, it's a 5-4. Ooh, the ball comes in. And it goes straight into the hands of Adam Federici, who will, I'm very sure, will take his time with his goal kick. He's going to bide his time. He's not going to want to mess around. It was Enigro who came off as well, which saves me a lot of time. That's awful. I've just seen the tweet from it at the A-League. Cometh the man, cometh the Montblanc. I kind of like it, but it's great. I think that... The thing is, right, let's say Macarthur do end up losing this game. That Jack Clisby challenge on Roos could be looked back, and that could have been a red. And that game, I mean, it doesn't matter for Macarthur, because Macarthur are winning right now. And that's a lovely ball by Susieta. Finds Franjic. That's a poor ball. He tried to find Michael Roos. But Franjic, can he get the return ball? He can't. Stennis. And you know, if I'm Mariners, I keep the ball on the floor because you've clearly tried to cross it in and it's not done anything. Clisby to the midfield. To Janota. Didn't need to add the accent. Janota is a great challenge there. In the midfield. Roos does really well. Turns out Kyle Rowell's stole Roos. And then Hall comes across and clears it. And I think it's just going to be given a foul by Roos on Hall. Not on purpose. Now, played there. Through to, in the midfield. And Mariners have... The second half, they've got to come out fighting. They really do. They really, really do. Controlled down by Stennis. 2 minutes of added time in this extra time. It's very confusing, but we don't care because we may get penalties. Clisby, good first time ball in. Gone past Urena. And Federici will pick that up. 1 minute 30 left of this second half. Then we go. We'll have a bit of a break and then we go to that second half. It's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. The end of the second half, more importantly, as well, I think is even more interesting. I'm very surprised at who the goal was given to. I thought it was a Charles Montblanc goal. It's been given to Stefan Negro, but very strange. But now, onto the right side, there's a lot of open space. I know the cross will come in. Can I get anyone on the end of it? It's a good ball. It's took a huge deflection. And it's going to go out for a corner. Probably the last... Nah. It was Mark Milligan, the veteran centre-half, who got a foot to the ball. Lou Kuhl, though, the man who could be a great success story for the A-League if he succeeds at Stuttgart. Now, I don't think he would start, but it would be nice to see as the corner does come in. Headed away. Kicked away. We'll go for a throw-in now. If you're the Mariners, you do a long throw-in here. 30 seconds left. Cross comes in. It's decent, but no one there. Yonota puts a good ball in and it just goes completely wide. And tell you what, Janota's distribution has been poor today since he came on. It really has. It's not been the best at all. But 1-0 to Macarthur as it stands. This game is getting very, very interesting. And that whistle will go. And we are in to the second half of extra time. And there is a sub warming up. It's going to be Hatch for Mariners. His first touch of professional football sealed a win for the Mariners. But Hatch will come on. Don't know who for. Probably, I would say Nisbet. If we were going to be thinking, I take Mikel Janota off. I know he brings that experience, but he really has not done anything much today, Janota. I'd be interested to who think he is an experienced head. Obviously, don't forget, if you are here and you're new, I doubt you are, but if you are, welcome. Don't forget to join us later on at 2 o'clock. So literally, probably in an hour's time after this Watchalong's done. Maybe an hour and a half. Wales versus Switzerland with KL. And then I'll be live with Denmark, Finland, and then Josh will be live with Belgium Russia. So it should be a very, very good game. This is where you want to find us. Twitter is @the top corner. Website is sports-corner.com, and Instagram, the _sports corner _. Twitter, you can see when we're going to go live, what's coming up on the channel. Just for general interaction as well. It's nice to have that, because we don't get that much. So if you are new, thank you. So you joined us for the Turkey-Italy game, which was a 3-0 good win for Italy. Really good win for Italy. Wales versus Switzerland then. Group A. That with KL. Look at Granit Xhaka. He was a hero for them in the last in the World Cup. Can he be a hero again? Then we will have, so we have the other two that I mentioned, the Denmark, Finland, and the Belgium, Russia. Then we have England, Croatia at 5-2. It's just going to be Josh, but I don't know if we're going to join as well. Then later on in that night, it's Netherlands, Ukraine. Big game, Depay, Yarmolenko there. But Ukraine, or a low-key side, could be good. So it'll be very interesting to see what them games do tie up. But right now, Macarthur down to 10 men, but they are winning. Charles Monbois or Seven Negro with the goal. Depends who you sort of give it to. But Hatch has come on. Hatch, Clisbe. So Hatch probably will be playing at sort of left back, left mid kind of. But Jordan Smiling might be another substitute. Probably the final one we will see. Could be very interesting. But free kick is took. Header in. Cool doesn't win it. The Mariners have really... Qual now, this is what you want to see. The pace. Oh, and he's absolutely been bodied down there by Golek. And tell you what, that's another yellow card. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool's gone down. Golek. It's a heavy collision. And Alu Cool did go down, clutching his ribs. Could have a broken rib, I doubt it. Probably just very winded. He's up and about moving. Can Mariners get good ball in? That's the more important thing. Good ball in here. You've got Stentness and Gianotta standing over. I'd give it to Stentness just because Gianotta's delivery hasn't been the best. They roll it short here. This is nice. Create a bit of space for Stentness. Puts a high ball in. Federici, safe keeping. Just keeps eyes on the ball and heads it. Not the best ball from Stentness. Federici has played it early. And Gianotta has to do his defensive work. Clutching his thigh, though. But has to do his defensive duties. I mean, Shushieta has gone down. Clutching his thigh. I mean, these players... obviously playing that extra time that they probably wouldn't have been expecting. But right now, Macarthur are holding on. And can they get something from this game? That is the biggest question I think we're all asking. Can they get something from this game? Because if they can't... Mariners, I think, will be severely disappointed, especially Macarthur down to 10 men when they concede, when Mariners conceded as well. And Hall will see the ball out. And this final sub is going to be warming up for Macarthur, but Macarthur don't have any changes left. Macarthur can attack Melbourne City, but... oh no, they get extra sub in extra time, don't they? Idiot. So they can make one more change. Absolute buffoon. And so it is Shushieta who's come off. So you've either got 19-year-old Jake Holman, or you've got 20-year-old Nicholas Suman. No, you don't. Nicholas Suman's a goalkeeper. You've got the 19-year-old Jake Holman, who probably will come on for Shushieta. And what a name. If if Macarthur can hold on, get into a semi-final. Markel Shushieta, though. Is going to come off the pitch. Jake Holman will come on. The 19-year-old. All the subs being used for Macarthur, apart from that keeper change. And then on the other side of the Mariners, they've still got obviously all their changes. And you will see Jordan Smiley and Jaden Casella, obviously Adam Pearce being the substitute goalkeeper, who looks like he's 50, but he's 24. So when you type in Adam Pearce, it just comes up with the wrestling manager. So, nice to know. But yeah, he really looks older than he does. Hall's overlapping. He's got it on the wing. And he'll get the throw in. And Macarthur are just going to hold on. Throw in's tuck into the box. The ball stayed in. I thought that went out. De Silva takes a shot outside the box. Gianotta takes a touch. Puts out to the left. Cross comes in. Headed in. I mean, again, the most unlikely man you would presume to get on the end of a header. Nisbet, Stetness. Puts his shot wide. But Nisbet nearly winning a header there. Something you wouldn't expect. Josh Nisbet, who is... Where is he? There you are. He's not tall, but my God, he's work rate. 1.6 metres. I think he's like 5'4", maybe. They're just showing a picture of him next to Usain Bolt, which is incredible. Which is absolutely incredible. Not former. He is the current Mariners man. He's not former. Booman. Standing up there. Basically just trying to get involved, just trying to rile up the team. And as it stands right now, 10 minutes left, Macarthur are going to, I won't say breeze through, but definitely comfortably go through here. Golek takes the throw in. And it goes out for a Mariners one. Kyle Rowells now. To Hall. Stetness takes it away from him. To Gianotta. There's a man open on the left if you can get a good ball here. And it's chest well by Hatch. And he puts it across and there was no one there. A nearly moment, a close opportunity there. From Hatch. And 9 minutes left and Mariners really have done nothing. They've had the ball, don't get me wrong. I think if you look at the stats, possession would have I mean, it's still not because that amazing first half, but Mariners, this second half, this extra time, since red card, have enjoyed possession, but held on Macarthur. Stetness to Cool. Pass back to Federici, who will clear it. It's not the most convincing, but actually does find a Macarthur player in a lot of open space with shushing out it found. Roos. Holman made a lovely run there. Like, had open space in the middle. Instead, cut through onto that left-hand side. Roos couldn't get the ball through, but even in sort of down to 10 men, they are still trying to go forward. And I love this from... I do love this from from Macarthur. Even in defeat, they're not just resilient, like sitting with the ball. Hall. Holds well. Really well. And Mariners will have to go. De Silva was open, not used. Rowells. To Nisbet, who lets his wheels go. There's a man open on the right, doesn't use him. Finds Gianotta. Gianotta then plays it on to the right. It's a good ball into the back post. Just no one there again. It's been so poor from the Mariners in terms of in front of the goal. When Miller, who played that ball in. Devin Moyes has just signed his new contract. Which is very nice to see. It's just a poor ball in. And Mariners, finishing third in the league, could be crashing out in that elimination final. By the 6th place Macarthur, who genuinely will give Melbourne City, if they win, a run for their money. But Macarthur holding on. Some of the Macarthur fans, I don't know what's going through their head, but they're absolutely loving it. They are absolutely loving it. Roos took it to the corner, wins a throw-in. Najar just taking the time. And Mariners now have just got to Steal that ball, and they should have scored now. They're down to 10 men. Throw-in's took. Headed away by Mariners. Nisbet wins a header. Milligan. Jake Holman. Still Holman. We'll go back to Franjic, who's just going to ping the ball up to Roos. Hall wins the header. Hall then will get the second clearance out to... And, they just need 5 minutes left. Can we see a last-minute equaliser from Mariners? I don't know, because their cross has been poor today. Played on to the left. To Stanis. Stanis. I've said his name perfectly all today and I'm just struggling. Stanis. Janota. It's a good ball in behind. Shot comes through. And Federici with a save in between his legs. That is what Mariners have to do. Keep it on the floor. Lovely running behind by Urena. And he could square this across, but maybe I would say squaring across was the better option. But 5 minutes left. We'll have some extra time as well because of subs. And now De Silva switched across the Hall, the centre half, who's playing so deep, so forward. I mean, so the entire Mariners team. Unota tries to chip it through. And Federici collects. Just good save by Federici. Doesn't leave his legs too far open that the ball can go through, but doesn't leave him close that it's going to ricochet off. The ball just cements in between his thighs. Hall wins the header. And it go again. Mariners will go again. So good ball over the top two. Doesn't get to it. Good defender from Golek. Lewis Miller nearly getting onto the end of it. But Miller now takes the throw in. Van Standnes. There's a man open on the left. And it's spotted. The cross will come in. Lovely little 1-2, but just nothing can happen there. It was De Silva. And don't even know who it was. One of the substitutes. It would have been Hatch. Blocked. Cleared away now. And again, Mariners winning the ball back. It's just a relentless tsunami of attacks from Mariners. Not long left in this game. Hall switches to the left to Hatch. And Hatch will whip it in again. It's a good ball this time. Stanis can't win it. De Silva. Oh, and it's a bit too much on it. And it's given away again. This time, I think now Milligan tried to find Roos. And Mariners will get it again, but they're shattered. You see Daniel Hall there. Raul switched it across to Miller. Miller heads it well. Ball's trying to be chipped through and it's just cleared away. And it was Najar doing his defensive duties. 2.5 minutes left for Macarthur in their first season to confirm that semi-final appearance against Melbourne City. But the ball can play to the right to Miller. No, stayed in the middle with Janota. Into the mid to Silva. Tries to play it through, but Macarthur just got men back. Miller takes the throw in. And there's a late challenge there. And it's a late whistle. And Roos has got a card now. And it's going to be Janota who will whip this in. 1.5 minutes left of normal time nearly. And Mariners have just committed men forward. It's got to be a good ball. His distribution hasn't been the best today. But Janota Crosses it in. It's a good ball. Kuhl's chesting it down. Puts it back into the box. It's still not cleared. Kyle Rowells, he just puts it over the crossbar. And Kyle Rowells is just... Kyle Rowells, if he just... I know he's a centre-half. Kuhl keeps it in well. Dinks it in. And it's not clear Najan. And it's thought to Kyle Rowells, who plays over the cross. I think if he plays it left, I know it's a quick decision, but De Silva's to his left. 40 seconds left. Stanisser. And Alukwal kept alive. The man who's moving to Stuttgart. Could be 1 minute at a time, but there's a ball. Great ball on the left. To Hatch. To Rowells. To Gianotta. Finds Hatch. It's got to be a good ball. And it's not. It's straight into the hands of Adam Federici with a minute left of added time. I definitely don't think that should have been a minute, because Susaeta was down for a while. 50 seconds left. This game. And you know what? If you're Macarthur, you're counting down the time. You really are. Stannes to Rowells. One last gasp opportunity for the Mariners. Hall. Puts it out to the left to Miller. Into the midfield. Hall's made a run. Zarenya. Oh, and he's just shut off there. I think that was Gianotta. And it could be a counter-attack opportunity. Roos. And there's been a slip by Kyle Rowell. He's gone down injured, and Michael Roos is through on goal, 1-on-1. Roos puts it away, and Macarthur are through to the semi-final. And in literally probably the final kick of the game, Michael Roos, the 18-year-old, he was brought on to make an impact. Mariners, I think Kyle Rowells went down injured when he tried to go back to defend. I think he got injured, but Macarthur won't care. 2-0, and they're through to a semi-final. Lukaku, the man moving to Stuttgart, will be ending his Mariners career on a loss in the semi-elimination final. And it was just lovely. Ball through to Roos, and he takes it past one. And Rowell slips and couldn't get back up. And he keeps calm. He did have Najar. He didn't have to use him. He just kept eyes on. Birigitti's not saving that. And that's all she wrote, folks. 2-0 to Macarthur. And you know what? What a win. Because both of them goals came when Macarthur were down to 10 men. And they held on so valiantly. The whistle will blow. The whistle does blow, and Macarthur Bulls in their debut season have made it through to the semi-final, more important, not elimination, the semi-final. Started off in the 93rd minute of extra time. Stefan Negro put it into, it was a shot that came in, and it just found itself, it was saved, and then it found itself to Charles Monbois, who then headed it. And was it on target? Who knows? But it went in the back of the net. It gave them the 1-0 lead. After the Meredith got sent off for the 70th minute, Macarthur held on. Added time came. They got such an early goal and then held on. Mariners were pushing. I think, for me, Mariners in that second half, their strategy was wrong. They were trying to cross the ball, and I think even after 10 minutes in that first half, I think anyone could say it was not working. But as soon as they played the ball through on the floor to Urena when he shot, and it was Federici's legs that made the save, you could see that was working a lot better. If he squares it there, we could have seen a different situation. But Roos runs through. I mean, fairness, Mariners committed men forward. Roos stole it, went through, scored 1-on-1, gets a nice playoff sort of goal. And we sat here now. 2-0 to Macarthur. They've just beaten the team who finished third. They will go now to the team who finished first. Well done to Macarthur Bulls. With a red card, they were valiant and they held on. and they got 2 goals with a red. That's incredible story from Macarthur debut season. And tell you what, they did that without a Benyat, without a Shushayeta. Shushayeta maybe, but without a Benyat really for the entire of extra time. They trusted their youth, and it paid off. Well done to Macarthur Bulls. Unlucky for Central Coast Mariners. I don't think they would have wanted to go out like that. But one team's got to win or lose. I was hoping for penalties. Instead, we got 2 goals in extra time. It was drama. It was dramatic. Thank you to everyone that's joined me. Don't forget to check us out on all the social media. So obviously you're on the YouTube. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Twitter is at @_topcorner. You can follow us on there. With obviously all the Euro content, you can see when we're going to go live and what's coming up on there. The website, sports-corner.com. And Instagram, _sports_corner_. And this is what's coming up on the channel in the coming day and 2 days. So you obviously had that Turkey-Italy watch along with Josh. That was a lovely 3-0 win. We nearly got that today. Wales-Switzerland will be live in just around an hour with Kieran L. Can Wales Valiant, can they use their last Euro momentum? England versus, then we've got Denmark-Finland. That is at 5. We have got Belgium-Russia. That is at 8. Then we've got England-Croatia tomorrow at 5-2. Going to be a huge game. Then at 5-8, we've got Netherlands versus the Ukraine. Some amazing games. And now, genuinely, thank you to everyone that's joined me today. I know that the A-League... Pardon me? I know that the A-League isn't everyone's cup of tea, but thank you to everyone that joined me and just chatted. I hope more people stay for when we get to that grand final. We'll have the semi-final next week, which will be... Here we go. Sydney versus Brisbane Roar or Adelaide United. That game... Brisbane Roar versus Adelaide United, that takes place tomorrow around 6:05 for UK viewers. There's going to be no live stream because that's very early. But then I will have the Sydney versus whoever wins that other elimination final. And that will be live next Saturday at 10:05. Then I will have, hopefully, the grand finals on at a good time. If it's like an 8 or a 7, I'll do it. If it's a 6, maybe not. We'll wait and see. But yeah, thank you to everyone that joined me. I genuinely do appreciate it. Don't forget to join KL in just under an hour. I was going to say Rowan sent you, but we're on the channel. Thank you to everyone that joined me. Genuinely, really do appreciate it. And peace.